I feel like 90% of my mugs are ceramic.
They might be, I don't know.
And like, if dropped, will go kapoosh.
Kaboosh. Okay, as the team ventures forwards into the next destination of their adventure, although be it in a different way than I anticipated, your team manages to defeat the combatants inside the arena, facing off at the very end with the king's daughter. Well, the youngest of his daughters, he definitely has other ones, as well as sons, but that's neither here or there. However, Dan did try to marry her, but she was like 10, so the king wasn't cool with it, unless he was willing to wait like 8 years. Nonetheless, though, your team deciding to take it upon themselves rather than to free the city of the clutches of the king and trying to become the new king, rather than to help out the people with. How old is Dan? Like 4? I think you said 4 once.
He's young.
It's still weird. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, if you're 4, you'll be courting, but nothing actual will happen. It's like the political marriages. Like, yeah, you're engaged. Wait until we tell you politically wise you're able to marry, so it benefits all of us. That kind of thing. But yeah, weird. Nonetheless, though, your team managed to defeat the combatants, gotten a reward. You wasted it immediately acquiring a servant to your team. You can choose anyone within the city's limits as long as it's not the king or family members of said king. And then after defeating the combatants, you got another chance of, righting the wrong you accidentally wrote. And instead of, freeing the kingdom of the tyranny of the king or helping out the people that are enslaved, you went for money. You went for the highest grossing income mine operation in the kingdom, and you owe ownership of it. Ray has the documents, I believe, as well as the location of it, as well as the small little hamlet next to the mining facility that it incorporates into. It's not that far away, but it's definitely a few hours out, so you need to get there to figure out what you can do next. And it was Becky's and Vorstra's thoughts to use this more or less as the home base. Micah not really fine with the group because, they allowed Dan to just almost die, and Ray just goes, no, it's fine, see, they're fine now. I use magic to heal them. I've used this idiom in a different team. You can shoot someone and you can save a puppy, but you still shot someone. So, the actions versus the outcome, well, the actions still happened. And due to those actions, now Kat has stated this. Yeah, I would have gone for the money too, but about that, I really like money.
Yes?
Yes.
So I'm gonna take it.
Ray has the most.
Okay, Kat, is there any negotiating about this?
Depends.
Okay, what about this? No?
No.
What?
What?
All I heard was spell.
I said no? No? Anyways, if that doesn't work, what would be an acceptable grounds? I could give you the money that I have now in exchange for you not trying to pursue taking the land ownership as well.
I mean, depends. How much do you have?
I have 800 gold.
No, that's not enough. Like, the one weird guy with the paperwork that gave you stuff, he said the land was worth 10,000 gold.
That was a miscalculation, and that's over the 5 years that we will own it.
No, that's not what he said. He also said it was generations and Nara's generations.
Yes,
So really, I just need to have Nara here and kill the rest of you. Or take you guys down or control you, whichever is fine with you. I'm fine with you guys just being contracted to me like lesser demons or devils. And then I just do what I want to do.
Well, I do find it interesting. Before you kill us all, can I at least try one thing I've never done before?
Depends on what it is.
I whole person. I've done it so many times.
Roll deception.
I honestly didn't hear what you said. Right. Hold person.
Do you just want to try something out I've never tried before? Hold person.
Okay.
Ray always immediately goes to her hold person. Has never worked.
So you know how you always go for hold person and it almost never works?
Yes.
Cat was there mostly all of those times.
Yes, 100%, and it's never worked.
Yeah, and it's not going to work today. Unless someone else is able to change this. Immediately they cast Counterspell and hit the spell while it's going towards them. And like shattering glass, it breaks in between both you and Cat. Someone can counteract Cat's Counterspell if you have a Counterspell yourself.
While this is going on, and I've overheard this,
Cat's not being subtle, yes.
I would like to do two things.
Mhm.
I would like to hide my gold under the table that I have.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Yeah. Right now, they're more or less being distracted by Ray.
Right.
So you can.
Okay. Then I would also like to get into a protective position and protect Naira from what's going to happen because she too wasn't involved in any of this.
Fetal position.
So you basically put your gold in between a pocket of cushions, but underneath where you're sitting, making sure it's not visible. Basically, flip over the table and grab Nara's sidearm and position her behind you.
Thank you.
Ray basically going for the kill almost immediately, or maybe not kill, but going for the offensive immediately, trying to trick Cat. They look towards you and simply state, I thought you would do that. You know that really never works, right?
It will work one of these days, Cat, okay?
Yes,
Just
that's
needs to
true.
work once.
But you know I have magic, right?
Well, a little bit, but not really until now, of course.
I mean, there's a reason for that. Don't tell your enemies what you have, or friends, or whatever I consider you guys to be.
Friends, right?
Wonderful.
It starts with an M. I forget. Everyone can go ahead and click on their token and roll initiative on your character sheet. Becky, you know the word that Cat's looking for. The word is mark.
Oh, 16, nice.
Oh boy.
Ro-
boy.
Ray, you're
How do you get a 0?
every
Ow!
time! I didn't even get a 1, boys. We in the shit.
All right. Oh, Cat rolled a 15, so not the best out of everyone, but pretty good. How do you roll a 0? Oh, you have a negative in.
I have a
initiative.
-1.
All right. Vorstra, Cat, Micah, Becky, Ray. Dan is currently with Iris. Nara is basically not going to be attacked because he kind of needs her for the paperwork. But Micah doesn't really know that, so that's perfectly all right.
I'm protecting her.
Also,
Yes.
Vorstra.
Yes.
I don't want to influence what you do, but we should probably tell Naira to run. and go get guards.
Because
I don't feel safe around Cat.
well, yeah,
And-
we're an initiative.
Yeah, and city guards might be good backup, and Naira needs to be protected.
Vorstra, as Ray is trying to influence you completely, that is not like I'm not trying to influence you. It kind of is. Honestly, it's up to you, Vorstra, to do so or not. You can tell that Cat looks towards you. They don't seem to be hostile. In fact, they said like capture, kill, or whatever I decide to do. It was Ray that shot first.
Always. You guys have been around Ray long enough. Whole person's always coming out first.
I'm gonna. Oh, so Cat is being held currently.
No,
Mm-mm.
Cat used the 3rd level spell known as counter magic. Not counter magic.
Ah.
Also,
Counter
Ray has
spell.
never successfully held a person.
Cool. I'm gonna be like, hey, and I'm gonna move like here. I'm gonna be like, hey, I don't think this is how this needs to go. I think we can just figure this out. And I'm gonna do nothing.
All right. Cat looks towards you. You ending your turn. And then they simply state, I mean, you and me, yeah, that's fine. But Ray shot first, so I'm gonna have to attack them. But as long as you don't do anything to me, we can discuss things. I'm fine with that.
Okay, damn it, I didn't say I held an accent. Okay, that's
You
fine.
can,
I'm
you
just
can.
gonna say, like, if you hurt him, I'm gonna have to hurt you. Sorry.
Yeah, it's fair. You guys are teammates. But they are keeping a very... No, I wouldn't say dark secret from you. But they are keeping a hidden secret that they don't want you to know.
Lauren's
no, I know.
alive,
I
by the
know.
way.
What?
I'm not dead.
Hooray!
I have
Yay!
risen.
Oh,
Call me
yes.
Jesus.
How are you?
Okay,
Right?
Nara, go ahead and...
So we're in a
open up.
fight.
You're in a fight.
Oh, Jesus.
Also,
That
the
Ray
other
started.
thing, Dogma, I asked Lauren before she joined of who she
yes.
voted for, and she said that she was going to roll it over onto us for the second fight.
Okay, so
And then I said if we were like doing an individual person, it'd be Borstra that I'm betting my money on.
you
Yeah.
would have bet correctly.
No.
Let's see here. You bet 100 gold. That went to 400 gold after that first fight. And since you rolled it over, that goes up to 800 gold.
Oh, mint.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, the other thing you should know is that we had a deal with the king, and we didn't think about asking for very large things.
Yep.
That's not entirely true.
I mean, I did want $1 million.
yes, but I thought that, long term would be better. Anyways, we secured a
They
mine.
screwed up.
We did not screw up. We screwed up a little bit.
And now we're in the fight of our lives.
We acquired a gold mine in
Mhm.
the area for 5 generations, and we put it into your name because elves live a long time.
Okay.
And so the deed is under your name.
Okay, well, I hope you know that I didn't consent to that, so...
Yeah, too bad.
Okay, well...
Legally, you own it.
Yeah,
And
you
Cat,
own it.
Cat
Cat
wants
wants
it. So,
Cat
we're
wants
fighting
it.
Cat.
Yes. To keep
Okay.
it simpler, your team managed to defeat the onslaught of people that they fought against. Dan almost died, but Ray brought them back.
Good.
But Michael was already upset,
Ooh!
because Ray was basically overshooting the reason that, Dan almost died.
Yeah, I sacrificed Dan.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. I
Oh, wait,
knew Dan was gonna get Danned.
wait. So you sacrificed Dan, but Dan is still alive?
Well, we didn't expect him to live.
Ray cast
So-
magic, basically.
You used magic.
Dan didn't expect to live.
Yeah, no one expected Dan to live.
But, wait, you successfully resurrected him.
Well,
You brought him back.
a little bit. It was mainly
Successfully.
luck. It was mainly luck that
It
he
was
didn't get
mainly
finalized
luck.
dead.
But
The plan was that we were going to use the money that we won from winning to get a Revivify scroll to bring him back. But it was always the plan that he was going to die in my mind.
but you brought him back with all the bad rolls you've made. That was the only time that you were able to do that?
I'm a good healer in
Yeah,
combat.
you're fucking good at fucking nothing, apparently, until then.
I'm really great.
This is a spell
Yeah, yeah,
Ray,
yeah.
This is a spell Ray already honed and controlled prior. It's not one that Ray's trying to learn, so thankfully enough it didn't blow up in Dan's face. But, you know, it's still betrayed Dan, so Micah's not cool with the group right now. And instead of, like Dan mentioned, becoming king or like trying to usurp the king, the group asked for the most profitable mine in the area because they wanted money.
No.
Cat was cool with that.
I did not say that.
They didn't say
You're
that
such a bad liar.
per se.
I said I wanted the most profitable business because we could use those profits to help slaves in the meantime while we gain
We
notoriety.
can't use that word.
Oh, God.
Fuck, have you learned anything?
But it gives us a for sure way to help the indentured servants.
Yeah. In the long run,
Unpaid interns.
Yeah, paid interns.
in the meantime, though, everyone else is basically
Yeah.
in trouble while you guys gain money and maybe power working in the system, even though Vorstra wanted to work outside of their system.
Yeah,
So I
we
didn't understand
realize-
why you guys didn't like ask for a chance to become king.
Okay, we didn't realize that we could just ask to become king. Like,
Dan
that
honestly
was...
mentioned it so many times. I thought it would be.
That is true.
I thought it was a dumb idea because who would give that much power up?
I mean, obviously it'd be some type of challenge, but it would have been possible because honestly, I go with whatever you guys do. But yeah, you own a mine now. And
mine.
basically, when that happened and the king granted it, two other people in town that you know. One is the owner of the inn that you guys are staying in, currently in now. Another one is the High Guard leader. Those two were apparently leaders of the resistance. And then your team basically said, Ray basically waved to them and then just basically threw them out of their mind. You know, not our problem, so we decided not to deal with it. So going back to the inn, Ray basically stating, so who owns this inn now? It's going to be us by tomorrow. Don't worry about it. To the employees here. So, you know, Micah's still not cool with that. So Cat wanted its money. You guys have money. Cat's going to take it. Either forcefully or not. And then Ray shot magic towards Cat, so Cat counterspelled it. And, well, you're fighting now.
Oh, okay.
But
Damn.
I did move you into a protective position.
Yes.
I was going to protect you.
Oh,
This is
thank you, darling.
Yeah,
Yes.
Micah's having a change of heart.
To protect
Well-
the others that were not involved in Dan's death.
Yes.
Dead's not dead.
Oh,
I mean,
speaking of which,
fine. I don't know
that,
what you mean.
that does remind me. While before this happened, due to the fact that your guys' group / Ray, Becky, kind of Borstra, no offense, Borstra, I'm throwing you under the bus as well, are kind of going towards more not saving the day or saving people or being good people, rather going
just
for money.
chaotic.
Yeah, but more or less going towards the money and working in the system. Iris can't be a part of that, so she gave Ray her learning material, and with Dan headed towards the sunset or somewhere in town, technically.
Wow. So these motherfuckers had our cat girl leave us too. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
You left for 1 week and we fucked everything up.
Yeah. Where were you?
Iris was the reason why we were all in line. Look what you did.
I know. Wait, that makes it more interesting. Like,
More
you
or
can
less.
become evil.
But Cat looking towards Vorstra, and Vorstra holding action if Cat decides to attack Ray or any other person. Cat goes and simply states to Vorstra, yeah, that does make sense. After all, you want to protect your friends, people, family, you know. but I don't think they would do the same to you. I mean, they let your friend go. They let Dan go. They let physically Dan go by allowing them to die. They didn't even try to claim vengeance, try to help out, try to help anyone. They wanted money. So yeah, you can help them. Be a good person. But in the end, you're just helping a bad person. So I'm gonna hit them. And you're gonna hit me if you want to.
I think we're all bad people, Kat.
Oh, I know I am. And then immediately shoots Ray with something. Grabbing onto their cloth of scarf, it immediately goes directly towards Ray and wraps around them. Ray, I want you to go ahead and roll a strength saving throw.
You got this.
I knew I never trusted the fucking scarf.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That checks out.
As soon as it wraps around you, Ray, you lose footing and try to basically move or stretch the fabric. Rather than that, it basically binds into you, grabs around you, and then brings you up into the air, forcibly bringing you up 20 feet in the air. You're now considered restrained. You can't move unless you, at the end of your turn, make another strength saving throw to remove yourself from said bindings.
This is going well.
Do you want me to roll for you? No, I'm just kidding.
At this point.
Yes.
Man, you had one job, and you fucked up all of them.
I had one job and I fucked up more than that one job. I just somehow fucked up other things.
Nara.
Am I able to use my bardic inspiration on Ray?
You can give it to them, but at this point in time, they would have to wait until their turn.
Okay. Then I will use it. Well, I don't think Micah is going to be fighting, in my opinion. So I'll just I'll use it on Becky.
All right, sounds good. Kat's only going for the involved party members, so that does involve Warstra, Becky, and Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did I let off an Eldritch Blast because Ray was attacked?
Ray was wrapped up, but not technically attacked. It's entirely up to
Okay.
you, Warstra, if you decide to attack.
No.
It's like a tentacle attack.
It's basically binding them, holding them in place, and then putting up into the air 20 feet high.
Oh,
Ooh.
I was a cat.
What was that?
If it was 20 feet high, then I would attack Cat.
Okay. 15. 15 just barely hits. So the forceful Eldritch Blast, it sinks into Cat as Nara takes Bardic Inspiration into Becky. And then Cat looks towards you and goes, yeah, you did say you were going to do that.
I did. Sorry.
Yeah, it happens. Nara, you still have action and movement.
Oh, no, I'm just here to morally support everybody. Mm-mm.
Thank you.
I know for a fact that Cat would destroy my ass. And I'm not about that.
Micah.
Nara, are you okay on your own now?
Yes, thank you. I should be okay.
I'm going to move towards the exit.
Oh!
Who's laughing? I don't feel safe in a corner.
Yeah.
I want to be able to move around, so I'm going to leap over
Mhm.
this table.
Okay. Yeah.
Do I need to do acrobatics to leap over the table?
Are you
Doing some parkour shit?
Are you going
Yeah.
over this wall as well to get to the side? Like basically going on the table, going over the wall that divides this two sections, and then
No.
continuing? No.
Just over the table.
Oh,
I don't know how to do the arrows, just over the table.
Okay. Then just going over the table is not that difficult. You just lose 5 feet of your speed.
Okay.
Oh no! So
Yeah.
you were going what I just said.
Oh, there is a wall there?
There's a
Right
wall.
here.
Looks like a table.
Oh.
That's technically a wall.
Acrobatics.
Okay,
yes.
acrobatics.
It's not difficult because it's basically a booth wall.
Okay. Sheet.
Honestly, you just need to beat a 5.
Don't. Uh-oh. Oh.
And you got a 5, so that barely counts. So you almost
Nice.
stumble, but you are able to get to the other side.
That's all I planned on doing, just
We're rolling
Getting
really
out of a
well, by the
corner.
way.
Oh, okay. Becky, remember you have
Okay.
Bardic Inspiration thanks to Nara.
Thank you, Nara. Wait, Kat, what is it, like, I know we technically probably owe you something since we kind of made deals. What is it you want exactly? You just want the gold mine?
I mean, I kind of made that obvious.
Well, okay, you can have it.
Okay.
So I sit down.
Well,
Just
Okay, one less person. That's what he says.
Becky, no!
put my feet on the table,
Oh my, Becky, I'm gonna set your hair ablaze one of these days.
right? I have a big brain moment. I suggest just giving him the mine.
No, we need the mine.
Speaking
No, we
of,
don't.
no, we need the mine. Ray, it's your turn.
I'm completely.
You can still-
incapacitated, right?
You can still cast an action, like magic, maybe attacking, and the like. You just can't move.
Okay.
No, run and try to get the city guards.
Okay, fine.
Cat, listen here, okay? I never wanted to tell you this, but your face is stupid.
You can't see my face.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
Wow. Beat it. I'm gonna.
I mean,
cheer
that's
on
not the
Kat to
other
beat
way
up Ray.
around. I can see your face, by the way.
Ooh.
I will make sure that this works. I am going to use command and say
Leave.
What?
I'm gonna cast it.
Wait,
Level hurricane. Oh, I don't need to do second level. Command!
Command! You speak one word to command a creature within range. A target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, or follow the command of its next on its next turn. The spell has no effect on the target, is undead. If it doesn't understand your language or your command is directly harmful to it, the some typical command and their effects follow. You might use your command or blah 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 blah. Okay. They will roll for it. Ironically enough, because they first use counterspell on you, they don't have a reaction to cast it again.
Ha! Maybe one of these will land one day. Literally a 0% chance so far, but maybe.
Do you know your spell saving throw?
Spell saving throw is. It's only 12.
I mean, it's better than nothing.
Get a 1. Get a 1. Get a 1.
That's 22.
Fuck.
Hmm.
I'm so useless.
Yeah,
Kinda.
That's so weird. I never really saved these.
yeah, you could. Yeah, you're so bad at this.
So yeah, Cat just looks at you and goes, "What?"
Yeah, take that.
I think I have a bonus action. Which one is
Yes.
this?
Or at least you should.
Yeah, healing ward. So 1d4. So I'm gonna cast healing ward.
Mhm.
at Vorstra.
All right.
I'm not injured.
You're still
Oh, wait,
in
yes, I
the
am.
last
We
fight.
never recovered from the Coliseum. 'Cause
Yeah,
we
never
attacked us
mind.
Before we slept.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's
I
basically
only have one
after the-
level 2
yeah.
slot left.
Basically after the Coliseum fights, it's around 5 p.m. So it is getting dark out. The bar is unfortunately empty due to the fact that the owner's no longer here. But you guys still have rooms here because the owner wanted to make sure everyone that is still okay as long as they live. So tonight you'll have rooms. Tomorrow is another day. So you can rest after this fight if you manage to survive it. Becky has found a way to survive it. Right. Anything else?
No, because I'm. Can I make my strength saving throw?
At the end of your
Was
turn,
that-
you can.
Okay, that would be the end of my turn.
Then yes, you can.
Yeah.
DC to beat 14.
I'm so strong. Yeah.
Bro,
Wow.
I am
Wow.
so deeply sad.
Secondary
I just-
roll. Even
This
if
is
I had
amazing.
advantage, it would still be completely useless.
Bro, I am so sad.
I
Vorstra.
kind of love this.
Like, damn.
It's fine.
I'm gonna pretend I did not see that. I'm gonna pretend I did not see that.
As my finishing thing, I'll look back towards Naira and wink and give a thumbs up like I'm doing great.
I can't even see your face. I can't.
Helmet.
Helmet. It's only cat. Damn. Feels bad, .jpg.
Vorstra.
I'm going to attack Cat. 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Okay. You now know how hard you need to hit, which is 15. Nice.
How about a 22?
Oh, I'm afraid that
Ooh,
overhits, so
God.
it like hits the roof.
Ah, damn.
Oh.
Go ahead and roll damage. Not bad. With the first Eldritch Blast, it sinks into the back of him. He looks behind and goes, I mean, you can do what Becky's doing, but if you want to attack still, that's fine.
Ray's my friend. And I'm going to hit again.
Forsta Ray is useless. You should really just sit over here.
Okay, me saying things before an attack doesn't work so well, apparently.
Also, did you heal for 6?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
I was at
you were
12
really
before.
low.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Highly recommend.
I was
bringing-
I was about to go down.
Yeah.
And then he went down.
Well, he
Jeez.
technically didn't go down.
no,
Becky pushed
he lost
Ray.
on a technicality.
Yeah, Ray got pushed into the fighting ring, and he accidentally soccer punched Ray in the face, denting the helmet in the process. But thankfully enough, it was fixed. So yeah, Vorstra was pretty hurt. But Sten saying, "No, Ray's my friend." You cast another Eldritch Blast that like curves to the right a little bit too much. Maybe not really fully believing it, or maybe not wanting to hit Ray, is what Kat's thinking. Kat just goes, I mean, why?
Because they're my friend. You don't need a reason for someone to be your friend, Kat. You can just be their friend.
Also, don't forget we're fighting for a safe haven for indentured servants. Just saying.
I'm not really convinced that you believe that anymore, but you're still my friend.
I believe it. Does that count? You know, I'll show
okay.
you my strength next turn, and then that might convince you.
I don't think that's how that works, and I don't think you might survive next turn. Vorstra, anything else?
Oh,
End of my turn.
All right. So, Kat holding on to you by the scarf, 20 feet into the air, looks towards you, Ray. Looks towards Vorstra. I mean, it's great you have friends, Ray. I don't know why they want you. I mean, no offense. Other than the face, you don't really have any redeeming qualities. You're easily able to change your own moralities on a dime. I mean, I'm evil, but at least I'm lawful.
I have never changed my answers. I've
I'm
always
not
helped
lawful.
the greater good whenever I could, and given aid to any that ask for it.
By getting a lot of money.
Yes, because money and power here have the largest influence.
Yeah, so why didn't you just ask for power instead of money? It would have been a lot
we
easier.
know that. That was just ignorance.
I mean,
That was
Dan
not
already knew what
moral
was going on in this
compromise, that was
town,
just ignorance.
wanting everything and everything. Like, that's how this town works.
Yes, I'm kind of new to this town. If you haven't noticed, I already have 2 strikes.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you're gonna get hit with another one, but metaphorically.
You wait until I break out of this with my enormous amount of strength.
Oh, no, you're gonna break out of it, but metaphorically, I mean, I'm gonna hit you in the ground, causing a strike.
Yeah, I noticed.
Ooh.
Okay.
No, it also means I'm gonna hit Vorstra because she's still attacking. No offense, Vorstra, I like you. I'm just, you know, it happens. You are
It
friends.
I'm
Immediately.
your friend too, Cat.
That's not how that works, Nate. You already told you I'm not.
Ray,
Ooh.
Ouch.
Ray does what?
Ray looks at Becky and just like,
Becky, anything?
Well, I'm still on their side. Whatever cat is.
Whatever Cat is. 20 feet into the air, basically grappled. Cat basically curves their arm to have their elbow meet the scarf to basically arch it downwards behind him, grabs onto it with their right hand and left hand, and basically hammers down Ray into the ground on top of Vorstra. Vorstra, I want you... Excuse me.
Woo!
That's my bad. I should have needed that. Came out of nowhere. Vorstra, I want you to go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw. Alright. You're able to have this, which is good, but Ray, unfortunately, you can't make a save because you're wrapped up.
This is fine. I don't need to save.
So with the force and strength that Cat has, along with the scarf, Ray, you're basically pelted into the ground on top of Vorstra. Vorstra, you only take the falling damage, thankfully, but you get reduced by half because, you saved. So you only take 3 points of damage, rounded up. Ray, the initial amount you take is 5 points of damage. While basically Vorstra moved to the side so your entire form doesn't basically crush her body. You basically winged her side. However, Ray, you're not so lucky as the ground you fully impact the ground. With armor in tow and everything else, you basically get dealt 4d6 points of damage and are grappled. But you're thankfully on the ground next to Vorstra, so that might help next turn.
Just,
Dang, you roll
I'm
low.
fine. Good. Just wait until I break out of this, Cat.
So you get an additional 16 points bludgeoning damage.
Yeah. Just wait.
Naira.
I will. Well, Micah and Becky is out of the fight, right?
Becky's out of the
Wait.
fight. Micah is around the corner, maybe getting help. You're not entirely sure. And
Yeah.
Vorstra is still fighting Cat to potential death.
And Ray cannot move still? Question mark,
Ray's
question mark?
still fighting?
Ray
Question
is
mark?
buying time for you to get out of here.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I was doing. Just confirming. I'll use combat inspiration on Vorstra, and in the meantime, I would also like to use acrobatics to try and get the fuck out of here.
Alright, you just need to do 5.
Oh,
Easy.
Yeah, it is for Naira.
God damn it. Ah.
So,
Gotta go.
Naira, the table in front of you is flipped, so the way you intend to do things, you jump on top of it, basically landing on top of the edge, do a backflip, land on the wall with your hands, and then flip the rest of your body and land next to Micah.
Oh my gosh. Didn't know I was that flexible. Damn, my back could never in real life. Damn.
Most people couldn't.
Yeah, that's true. All right, perfect. And that will be it for me. Thank you.
All right. Micah.
I'm just curious. Now, the only people that own the gold mine are those that fought, right?
Yes.
Well,
It's under Naira's name because they decided to have it that way. But yes.
yeah.
We
Yep,
put it under
typical.
Lyra's name because she's an elf and she has the longest lifespan with the possibility of being descended.
So, I am not benefiting from the mine whatsoever, is my understanding.
No.
If you're a part of this group, yes.
Yeah.
But on paper, they don't necessarily have to pay you. If you believe that Ray is a good person, or
No.
Becky, or Vorstra,
No.
Literally got nothing. And I was gonna. Oh my god.
You did make a name for yourself in the other town.
Then
I
Mike,
know.
it is up to your
In
beliefs.
every town so far.
But you do not technically profit on paper.
Okay. I'm just going to continue to see what happens because Cat's not going to come after me. So,
All right.
Micah, use your amazing vampire skills.
Oh my god, you freaking.
I'm not a
Ass kisser.
vampire. I'm not a vampire.
Nope. I'm not.
And she's kicking in.
Vampires don't exist.
With dead eyes, Micah just stares at you, having blade drawn to protect Naira just in case. But overall, just not wanting to deal with Ray's mess. Micah, anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Beck.
Becky.
Becky, you're so close. Just right there. Just swing. Swing a little bit.
Look here, Ray. This is how I think about it. Like, I've got good money. About
will
the
give
percentage
you-
I'd make if we sold the mine, and I'm
I will give
pretty
you
good with
my
that.
1,000 gold.
1,000 gold.
Literally all the gold I have, which is more than the gold that you have.
To do what?
I don't know. Protect us losing the mine?
Also, how much gold do you think I have?
Probably roughly around 900?
I continue to sit here. I made way more than you think I made last time.
Ray.
Let's see. What's the most I can heal myself for? I think I need to channel division.
Divinity?
What does that count as? Just an action, or?
It's one of the things you can do. It is considered an action, yes.
Okay. But not a spell slot, right?
I think it's just one of your resources.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. So I'll raise myself up to half health with channel divinity. I will. Same with Borsha, but I think that only gives you, like 2 more HP.
Sorry, what was that?
I have a channel divinity preserve life, and I can raise any creature within 30 feet up to half of their max hit points.
Oh, cool. You're not
so-
doing it to
Can you
yourself,
heal
or
me?
you are?
I am myself
Okay.
and you, but you only get what 2 points more HP.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Mhm.
really help you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now.
Why would I heal you? And then
It also wouldn't work. You're already up to half.
I will use a level 2 healing word on myself as well.
Can you use it as bonus action?
Yeah. Healing word is the bonus action one. Yeah, it's
Nice.
the bonus action one. Fuck me. My
Oh, you poor thing.
I just want to roll as you just to see.
It's
So
just
bad.
me. I don't know. I'm unlucky. Is there a luck stat Can I
Yeah.
get a +1 luck token?
I mean, there is, but you don't have it.
I know I
Mm.
don't have it. That was my only second level.
Not
skill
even
too.
close.
Okay.
Ray, anything else?
Mitt 17, and I will just go.
Cat, I fed you so much, and I thought of us as friends.
I already told
Are
you
you
we're
sure?
not. Like, why do you guys keep thinking that?
Are you sure 1,000 gold would not do it? We
Last
only
time
own
you went with
50% of the
2,000,
coin
why'd
anyway.
you go down?
I went with 800. I lowballed you. I'm sorry.
Looks towards Becky. Can you believe this guy?
Gotta go.
Ray, go ahead and roll your strength save.
Do you want me to roll for you? No, just
No,
kidding.
watch my strength. I am strong. I swear.
One of these times it'll work. Yes!
Yes.
3! With a good amount of struggling, because you just barely passed, with a 15, you are able to finally free yourself. Thankfully, you freed yourself on the ground, because if you freed yourself in the sky, you'd fall 20 feet. So you're free now.
Nope, now that you're free, you can join me.
Becky, I'm going to burn off your hair.
Okay, I'm going to burn off your helmet.
You don't
Oh.
have fire abilities.
I have magic.
You literally don't. I mean, I guess you do, but not offensive fire magic.
I do.
Yeah, well, I have a candle.
I have torches.
You're trying to escape.
Vorstra.
I'm gonna kind of move to the side over here and
Yes.
go for cat again.
Okay.
Poor thing.
That is it. With good Eldritch Blast, it sinks towards Cat as the tendrils of the scarf are basically retreating back. Not paying attention, he immediately gets shot with an Eldritch Blast. And they look towards you. Okay, I'm gonna have to hit you. I'm gonna deal with Ray first, and then I'm gonna go for you, Vorstra.
Gonna go again.
Nice! And with another attack aimed directly towards them, she gets hit in the middle of the torso, and they look towards you. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to get rid of Ray next, this time around. Vorstra, anything else?
What about my
Nope.
what about my combat inspiration, bro?
Oh, wait, what did that do?
You
What
get
does
another
the combat
bonus
inspiration do?
something.
You get a combat
It gives you a
inspiration
die.
You can add the number rolled to open
never
damage
mind.
roll it just made, so you can add more damage to the attack.
Okay,
Additionally,
what's the damage die?
it should be based off of your inspiration die, which I believe at this level is a d6.
Okay, can I roll that d6 now?
Sure can. That's kind of why I was asking anything else.
Gotcha. Yeah, an extra 3 points of damage.
Good. You can tell that cat is breathing heavily, like not so much that they're dying, but enough that you can tell you're doing damage, which is good. But it is now their turn, unless you decide to do something else. Vorstra.
No, that's it.
Okay. They look towards Ray and simply state, yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to get rid of you first and then go after Vorstra. Sorry, Ray. I know you wanted, your secret not to be held or, shown or whatever. I really don't care at this point. They crack their neck and the tendrils basically wrap around their bodies and the scarf basically presses their body in a more condensed state. And then they simply remove the would it be considered a hoodie? I guess so. The hood of their hoodie.
Of Ray's or of Cat's?
Of Cats.
Wouldn't it be more of a cloak?
I think so.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Time to actually hit you for reals. And then
Uh-oh.
with they
Yeah, I'm
outstretch
dead,
their
aren't I?
hand underneath their weird, almost, cat characters. They usually have clothing or cloth, hiding their paws. They immediately extend them out, and you can tell it's paw-like, but more hand than anything else. And then the nails basically stretch out, and then they go towards a piercing attack directly towards Ray.
Dodge it.
You might be able to.
It's Ray.
Can't hurt me.
You never know.
Ray, who is clearly already hurt.
Nice. Thankfully enough, your
Ah,
armor
the
does
two.
block the first strike. Oops, wrong character token. Boom. So, with the strike, it hits your armor, and then it immediately, basically clings off. Looking towards Dace, it goes, "All right, you have that dumb armor stuff."
Yes, and I am glad I still have it on.
Yeah. Yeah, me
So,
too. It's a
are
lot
you
funnier this way. No. They immediately
back to the
press
point-
their palm on the armor and goes, like I said, it's more fun this way. And immediately begin to press heat into your armor. They have effectively used heat metal on your armor. Since you
No!
can't remove it, you just take the damage.
Yep, I know. I know heat metal.
All right.
Damn.
And to add insult to injury, go ahead and roll the damage dice. Do you know what it is? If you don't, it's 2d6. 2d8, sorry.
8.
Damn.
Do
Do I take that or on the next turn?
It's 2d8.
Oh, 2d8.
Yes, unfortunately.
Bruh.
Here we go.
Okay, so a total of 12. You take it now. At the start of your turn, actually, I'm just gonna post heat metal.
Yeah.
Metal 5e.
Because I thought it built up, and then you had a chance to take it off, and if you didn't, then you took the damage.
Yes. Save. And Discord. So, you choose some manufactured metal objects, such as a metal weapon, suit of armor, blah blah blah. You can cause the object to glow red hot. Any creature in physical contact with the object takes 2d8 fire damage, so you take it no matter what. When you cast a spell, until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on each of your subsequent turns to cause this damage again. So, okay, cool. So it doesn't activate until Cat's next turn. Again, it doesn't activate again. If a creature is holding or wearing the object, it takes the damage from it. The creature must succeed a Constitution save throw or drop the object if it
Okay,
can.
so I choose now if I want to take the Constitution save
Oh.
or take the damage.
On your turn.
Okay, on my turn.
Yes.
Oh.
If the doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of your next turn. Okay. It's in Discord if you want to see it more. But that's basically their turn. Nara.
Yeah, I'm still gonna be heading out to try and get guards anyways in the meantime.
Okay. Ray, don't forget to take the damage.
Yeah, Ray.
So, Nara, do you head out?
Yes, please.
Okay, and you're effectively out of combat.
Woohoo.
Micah.
Mother. She's gone.
Or muted.
Hello?
Mother.
You're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know why that happens. Okay. Ray. Now that you're in Dan's shoes, how does it feel?
I mean, if you have enough money to pay for a Revivify scroll, then fine. But if he takes all our money, then we won't, and I am dead forever. Then that feels bad.
I'm going to continue to watch.
You're a bitch.
Ray not learning. Ray clearly not learning the lesson that Micah is trying to provide or give.
Nope.
Becky.
Because
Alright,
Ray's
I'm-
all about end results, not.
I'm going to talk to Ray here and give out some knowledge. Ray, you're about to die, or at least get killed. Cat, please just knock them out, and we'll use their hand to sign over the mine. Also, one, Ray, I don't know why you think I have less money than I do. I literally steal money. Two, also, here's the deal. We have another thing, another prize from this whole thing that allows us to take, if you read it, the wording, anybody in the city as a slave. So,
Except the king.
except the king,
Mhm.
but anybody. So we could get probably the equivalent of a gold mine by using that little loophole. So you should probably just get knocked out so we can sell this mine, because I have enough money as is. So goodbye. And
so
I'm
gonna
going
keep
to. Who's the greedy one?
Ray. Both Ray and Ray.
I can use Channel of Divinity one more time
Mm.
before a long rest. So I'll use that.
All right, you're back at the 13.
And I am just stalling for guards. So I will use Healing Word. I can use it. I have 3 more at level 1. I can't upcast it, so it's pretty much the same even if I don't upcast it because of my role.
All right, casting Healing Word upon yourself, binding in the energy. You imbue it and then forget. All right, I'm not done learning healing magic. And then remember, oh yeah, obviously Iris can help me. Oh yeah. And that focus weakened the resolve. Only giving you 3 points.
I would be willing to give over the mine if you. But you're evil. Would you agree to make it a safe haven for indentured servants like I planned? If yes, then you can have it.
So you're not even gonna free them? You're just gonna keep them as indentured servants?
This is worst case scenario. This allows them to have jobs, and we do not need them as slaves.
I mean, call them whatever you want. It's what they are. You're just
Yeah,
not
but
helping anything.
We will free them if
I already said this. I mean, I didn't think I got an answer. I asked if we could free the slaves if you have ownership of them.
They did state it was entirely up to the prospects of the owner.
True.
Oh,
And
okay.
or owners.
Then we would free the slaves and then give them employment. So they would have full freedom and employment if they wished it.
Mm-hmm. You've already lied. Why would I believe you now?
Do you have a spell to be able to tell if I'm telling the truth?
No. I just break people until they tell me the truth.
Well, if you break me and I'm still telling the same thing, would you count that as the truth?
No.
That's pretty evil.
Yes,
Then
that's
how
also
do I
super
convince
evil.
you? Yes, that's why I'm asking. Because you're evil, will you agree to these conditions? Then I'll just give it to you.
I mean, if you did this before you attacked me outright, Ray, I mean, Becky did. I'm fine with Becky's negotiating skills.
You started with saying I am evil. That was literally the start of your conversation. I didn't really, think that you would agree to, noble deeds with your stealing theft.
I think you're thinking of Becky. I've never stolen.
Shit, you are right. I am thinking of Becky.
Except this one statue that Becky asked me to take.
Well, will you agree to it?
Oh, that's true.
I can go get Naira and allow her to give you the papers if you agree to allow it to be a safe haven.
Yeah, you've already thrown yourself into the bridge.
Oh, fine. Come at me then.
Ray, any movement?
I will stand between Cat and the door.
Okay, thankfully enough, you didn't move away from their range, so no attack. And we will go over to Dan and the gang. The gang being Iris.
Damn.
Who knows?
Damn.
Midnight Shadow? I don't know
Damn,
this
Dan.
one. Nope. Oop. Let's go with Arcadia main theme. I don't know what that means.
I'm just showing off my kitty cat.
That's one
Adorable.
ugly cat.
Oh, cute. Now I'm wondering where my cat is.
Oh, JC, apparently that cat is also acts like Malls and hates everything.
Yep. I think she was taken way too soon from her mama. When we went to get her first shots, they said that she was too young.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think it's like just a little damaged. You know what I'm saying?
So Dan, Iris,
Damn
has mentioned to you, basically stating, "All right, you can join me if you'd like, but I am going to head towards the Feywild as soon as I can."
Oh. That's pretty close, right?
No, it's pretty far away.
Oh. What about everybody else? Are they gonna come with us?
I'm afraid not. But I'm going to make sure
Oh.
that the people that got mixed up in the group's transgressions don't get hurt by them.
Oh. I don't follow. But that sounds nice. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Are we doing something for the Feywild, or has everything been paid off? I don't want my wifey to be a little upset.
I don't know about your own history, I'm afraid.
Oh.
I know you were going to train underneath my father, but beyond that, I don't know anything else.
I
You
don't
came
either.
out so strong.
I came out very powerful, as can be seen.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we?
Well, right now we're at the jail cell as well as guardhouse. I'm going to see if we
Oh.
can't get more information from the rebel leaders in the town. If we can't manage to save them, I'm gonna at least try to figure out what we can do to help out this kingdom.
Okay, sounds good. I think I should be in character. Rebel leaders are bad, yes?
You just don't want to seem as if you're part of their group.
Oh.
They might be good guys. It all
Alright.
depends on what they're rebelling against. And based off of
Sounds
this
great.
society, it might be a good thing.
I'll just act like the bad cop. I think I got this handled.
All right. Stepping forwards
I don't
to
know where I'm going.
she steps forwards, following you. No, other way around. Iris does look towards one of the guards, and she does state, "Oh, excuse me. Do you know where, she names the names, Richard and the other rebel leader are at?" The guard simply looks towards you and Iris, and they do state, "Any reason why?" "Oh, we need to gather information. The king wanted to make sure that we had as much information from the rebellion as possible before they got executed. After all, we don't want to have anything loose end. It would honestly fall on the guards that didn't do the very good job." Dan, are you going to contribute to this?
Yes. Do you know who I am?
I'm afraid not.
A lot of people know me as I Need a Tiny Net, Human Dan. Do you know who I am?
Oh, you're the one that lost the bout today to the youngest of the king's kin. Yes. Amonette, I believe is your first name.
I'm Annette. That's... Yes.
Yes.
Am I popular?
Oh, yes. Many people tell tales of
Oh,
your heroic
nice.
failures.
Like
Oh.
both of those words, tales and heroic.
Yes.
That's all.
All right. He looks towards Iris and he does say, "Look, miss, and sir, maybe champion. I honestly don't know if you lost, if you're considered a champion. Look, I'm just doing my job. If the king asked you, then I suppose we can work something out. But I can't leave you alone with them as you might be in danger. I'm gonna have one of my men make sure that they keep an eye on you as well as them. Is that all right? As long as they don't
Yeah.
interfere, it should be fine. All right, that sounds good. Looks towards Dan. And you, make sure that you keep my man and this young girl safe. After all, you are the Amunet champion. Although you did
Yes,
lose to
you
a
can see.
10-year-old.
I'm still quite bloody, so obviously I am pretty powerful.
I suppose you might be. Not very, though. Although she is young, she can
No.
clearly she
Very.
clearly outmatched you.
Very, very. Yes.
Right. And he shouts out into the air and he does state, Kalir, get over here. And eventually someone with a familiar enough face and hair color does come over. As
Who's
soon as they
she?
appear on my map. There we go. Kalir, one of the acting agents of the township and stewardship, does come over. Kalir is one of our top men. Thankfully enough, she is also thoroughbred, one of the king's children, as well as someone that believes in the cause of protecting people. Unfortunately,
I like her.
sure, we're not, kid. Kalir
Can I
does look.
hire her?
No, she's already got a job, and she's overlooking to make sure you guys don't do anything.
Okay.
Kalir looks towards her boss, and she does state, "So, what can I do for you, boss? Right now, you just need to make sure that these two don't do anything when speaking to the two rebel leaders in town. Is that all right?" Yeah, again, boss. I am technically of crown, but I am under your employ. Don't worry about it. That's true, but technically you're not under my employ. You're just technically an unpaid intern. I mean, I don't really need the money now, do I? I suppose that's true. But enough golly, man, I forget the term. Golly aching? Golly, whatever. Talking nonsense. I'm going to say that. Go ahead and step in whenever you're all ready. Kalir looks towards your team. All right, guess I'm going to be stuck with you guys until conversation is done. Just let me know if you need anything.
Killer.
Kalir.
Like killer. Killer.
Sure, whatever. I don't care. Iverson states, thank you. Not a problem. Looking towards Dan, she does state, so, I hear you lost to my youngest sister?
Yeah, well, she couldn't kill me, so you could ask her about that.
Oh, she rarely kills anyone. She prefers them suffering.
Well, I died, so she messed up.
Oh. Alright.
Do you like it here?
Not really, but, it's my job.
Do you want to? You're already a slave, I hear.
I suppose unpaid internships can be viewed that way.
Can I slave you?
No, and that's one of the weirdest marriage proposals I've had. Although not the weirdest,
can
ironically
leave.
enough.
I need a slave. I have the ability to have one person as a slave, and then besides Godzilla, I can't really see anybody else. My eyes are quite dry. You, on the other hand, are very, I don't know, you have a yellowish aura. It's quite interesting.
Look, while I don't like the slave markets, they are open tomorrow in the evening, or morning, or afternoon. They're honestly open all day until it reaches 8 p.m. in the late evening. So you're
That's
more than
interesting.
welcome to go over there and purchase one.
Has
as long as it's
anyone
still
tried
law.
to usurp the king and ended up in that slave market?
It depends if they fail really poorly. Take for
Are they
example,
popular?
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Oh, I'm just trying to think how to spend my money. I don't know what I could buy with 70 gold, but I expect I could maybe change things.
You might be able to buy an old widow from a killed off family member or the like. Maybe a small child, maybe an elderly woman, elderly man, dependent.
Elderly.
The base price for anyone that they would consider, it's in poor taste, but useful, around 150 gold.
How much would I be worth?
It's not something I do. No offense.
Can I enslave myself? I can enslave one person. Can I enslave myself and be paid myself?
Not really, but you can go ahead and try.
I am.
Iris then
Famous.
looks
Never mind.
towards Richard, and looking towards him, she does state, "Good evening. We are here on the behalf of the king to make sure that we have all pertaining information from you. If
Yes,
you'd like,
yes.
if you can answer a few questions, well, it's not like I'm going anywhere. Go ahead and freely ask." Looking towards Anne, Iris does state, "Do you want to go first, or should I?"
Oh, me?
Yes. I believe
Well,
that's what the young miss
You're
stated.
free to answer questions, but it doesn't look like you're going anywhere. I'm done.
All right. Do you want to ask any questions, young miss? Iris then states, sure. Looks towards Dan. Dan, I think you're supposed to be bad cop when I'm asking questions.
I turned it back on him, just like a bad cop.
Okay. I think that just means you're bad at being a cop, not a bad cop.
Yeah. I'm bad. Being a cop.
Okay. Then going back to Richard. Well, it does seem that you and the other Miss of the High Guard, are co-conspirators of trying to take the king down. Is there things you did while you were doing so that could help ease the city and anyone else in it? And why would you want to ask that? Also, didn't you two just come recently into town? No, we didn't. Right, Dan? We've been here for a while now, and then got employed by
I've
the king.
spent a quarter of my life here.
Dan, go ahead and roll deception with advantage.
I will win.
You probably will win.
I will lose.
That's an 11. I'll make this contested. Man, this is one of the first few that you may have lost. Keller only has a +2.
How does it feel, Austin?
Oh, well,
Great.
Richard, like, Richard doesn't believe you. You know that immediately. But Keller, she does, or doesn't care one way or the
Taken
other.
in by my eyes.
Maybe, or those gams. Who's to say? But Richard doesn't believe you. But then simply states, "All right." Any other questions? Yes, but you didn't ask the first one. She like elbows you, Dan, to maybe be the bad cop.
I think you should answer this question or I'll enslave you.
Uh,
I have one free slave token. I could use it on anybody. I could get you out of here right now. We could leave town. That'd be terrible. You should answer the question.
That's not really intimidating. In fact, that's more of a vice for him not to answer it.
Man, what a bad cop.
Such a bad cop.
Dan, go ahead and roll intimidation with disadvantage. It just means we take the lowest roll. That's a 4. It's not really intimidating, so he's not intimidated to give you answers, but looking towards this, he's also not going to act on his own benefit because you rolled a natural 1. I need to make it less beneficial to him, but still worse for you. So he's going to answer a few things. Dan, Dan, you state this, and Richard then states, right. Oh, well, before all this, I did manage to get the 4 seals of the cardinal leaders, allowing anyone that I give it to challenge the king, whether it be a group or an individual. However, I wasn't able to trade it off to the High Guard leader in time. I'm afraid, still in my place of employment right now, or ownership, to be precise. It's a bar in town, if you're aware of it. Keller does state, yes, we are aware of your business in town. Right now, the investigation will begin after your execution tomorrow in the afternoon. Right. Well, then it should still be there. Beyond
Hold up.
that, though,
This man's not going to be in the slave market.
no, I'm afraid due to the fact that he has broken enough rules, and they've all been found out all at once, he will be placed under execution.
By what method?
I'm
Can I
not sure
suggest
yet.
a tiny net?
That's in poor taste. I'd prefer people not to die in suffocation. But I will try to see if I can get back to you on that. The king themselves will decide the punishment upon them arriving to the. Well, you know the place already. It's where you guys fought.
I don't remember. I hit my head and died since then. It's been a while.
The Colosseum in town. It's where the execution will happen. Iris then
Oh,
states.
that's exciting.
Iris just looks at you quizzically, maybe deciding not to bring Dan back to the Feywild. Iris then looks towards Richard. Is there any other information you can provide to us that might be useful? Maybe to perhaps help you out in this circumstance? Anything? Richard then states, well, I do appreciate it. I'm afraid there is really nothing else more. Our plans were almost in motion. If we had just a little bit more help to investigate things, we could have probably acted today or perhaps tomorrow morning. We might have not got caught today, but overall, I'm afraid what has happened has already happened.
Well, that's disappointing. Who? Well, best of luck tomorrow. I really believe in you. I think you can make it out.
With any luck, it's trial by fire rather than just execution. There are
How do
some
you deal with
times.
fire?
Basically cutting him off, Keller does state. He means as if to say an execution by combat. If he's managing or able to survive the combat without any punching being thrown, without any punches being pulled back, he would garner his life at the very least.
Ooh. Who's he fighting?
It's for the king to decide on method of execution. He could just simply die by sword, or thunderbolt, or entertainment.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, that's what happens with some of the people that become indentured or people that the king wants to see suffer. Unfortunately. In fact, some of the retainers my sister has are fighting to free themselves in this manner.
Oh. Can we just... You seem important, Keller. How about we interrogate him physically in another building?
He's...
Can't wink, so I put my hands in front of my eyes like they're winking.
Go ahead and roll persuasion? It's pretty good. She does state, we can't exactly move them to another building, but we can probably move them to the courtyard and see what we can learn. It's honestly the only best place we have. Do you want the other
I want...
rebel leader in the area as well?
Richard, how do you like the other rebel leader? She's a terrible person.
No, in fact,
Obviously.
she's one of the kindest people I've ever met. Always wanting to help people, making sure that people that hurt others are taken into custody and dealt with accordingly.
This makes it hard to choose. Yes, we should interrogate both of them. Should
Sure.
also choose one of them.
At this point, Nara, you do come across the building. Eventually, one of the guards you do see. Is there anything you're telling them?
This man needs a good beating. I need to slap him a few times. Got the widest slap in town since my hands are shaped like this.
You hear Dan. You just hear him. There is technically supposed to be a door here, but Dan's not subtle.
Of course not. Do I have to like speak to anybody, or am I able to just walk on in?
You can walk on in if you know where to go, but since Iris didn't know, she just decided to ask someone for directions.
You know what? Because Dan is so loud, I'm just going to follow his voice.
Walking into a
Mhm.
station isn't that much of an issue, thankfully enough. Getting inside, some guard greets you, and then you just easily see Dan in the direction that you're in. Looking towards you, the guard does state, are you part of the third man investigation party?
Yes,
All right.
sadly.
Right now, one of my agents, Keller, is looking after them, so make sure you don't cause the enemy too much trouble. And then you just hear Dan state, I have a great slapping hand.
Great slapping hand. Yeah, that's definitely Dan. I am going to just tell the guard thank you for the help while he could, and try to diffuse Dan from using his pimp hand on people.
Slappity hand.
Keller begins to
Sorry,
open
slappity hand.
to open these doors, and she does state towards Dan and Iris. All right, I'm gonna open the back door so they can get into the courtyards. Other than that, when you're ready, come back and meet them back there. I'll make sure they're restrained.
Okay.
You can see her basically through an adjunct door that is another jail cell entranceway, technically. Removes Richard, cuffs him, and brings him to the courtyard.
Oh wow.
But at this point,
Oh.
Dan, you do see Nara.
Hi, Naira. Oh, Iris, we got our whole team back together. What do you want to do now?
I mean, we did get some good information. Whether he meant to help us or not, it did prove useful.
He's got something in his house hut, right?
Yes. Looking towards Nara, Iris does wave you over.
Ooh. I'm just gonna walk towards her.
No one stops you,
Ooh.
and once arriving, Dan, did you just say ooh?
Oh, hello.
Oh,
Hello. Ew. Okay. Thanks.
okay. Arriving there, Iris does state, right now we're acting as investigators. We did get some information, but do you want to know that now or investigate the two rebel leader groups together?
Let's just investigate together. Then we can just piece it everything with everybody else later.
All right. While you walk in, Iris does apologize to you, Nara, for leaving the group. It wasn't her intent, but at the exact same time, she could not be a part of the situation how it played out.
Yeah, that's fine. That's understandable. I don't blame her.
Is this not?
You
Is the
think
group
back
not back
a
together?
few minutes ago when Ray was getting beat up.
Deep in thought.
I hear
Hmm.
for it was as if I was sent to get guards or something. Oh, you're investigating something? Nice.
This guard's over.
Time to investigate.
Keller does look towards you two, and then Nara, and she states, I'm assuming that's part of your team, otherwise you wouldn't bring her here. Yes, that's correct. All right. Right now they're cuffed and can't use magic. Thankfully enough, the cuffs act as anti-magic shields. So ask away if you have any more further questions. Iris looks towards Richard. Is there any other information that you have that we could use? No, I'm afraid I've already told you that the insignias are in my inn/bar area. You can go there to investigate it and find it if you'd like. Keller does state,
Oh, very
yes, we'll
nice.
be investigating it tomorrow evening after your execution. Yes, unfortunately. Beyond that, though, I can already tell you that it has already passed the time that we could have done something. We were initially going to try something when the fights were happening, but we were never able to get someone on a man on the inside, which is unfortunate. But it is what it is, and I'm afraid I'm not going to tell you any names of our would-be co-conspirators that are trying to help out these people. Keller does state,
Well,
I would
what's her name?
advise. Before Keller can speak, Dan states, well, what's her name? And the High Guard captain does look towards you. He just told you he wouldn't give you names. Richard does state you'll likely be found out regardless. I don't believe they're new. Puts up air quotes. Kind of. He's still chained up into town, but they're not familiar with everyone. I suppose that's fair. I am the former High Guard leader. Rachel. Pleasure to meet you.
Hi, High Guard, High Guard. I need a tiny net, Dan.
I don't know and don't care what that means.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Why don't? Do you want to join?
It became robotic for me. What was that?
Oh, do you want to grow? You want to join our group?
I'm being executed tomorrow, and no offense, but if you're not going to help people, not really. Well, never mind. Dan is insulted. Keller does look towards this and goes, anyways, Richard, I would advise not to give any other information out. While you and Rachel have failed, maybe perhaps another person might succeed, and making things harder on them would not be a viable option. While I do not like society as it is now, I implore you not to get anyone else hurt if possible. That was my intent, yes. Alright. Miss Rachel, can you explain anything else you might be able to provide them? Any information that they might need to perhaps help the cause to help you, or perhaps help the people in town? There is currently nothing. I will tell you that we had infiltrated a few guard positions in town that are not high guard positions. But we weren't able to get someone so high up in rank like the ushers. So, you're fine on that front, I suppose. It's not like I care for them either. Well, it's not like you help in that case anyways, now is it? Keller does nod to this, because she doesn't, unfortunately. And Rachel then states, regardless of that, I'm afraid I can't give these investigators any more information. Not without compromising my own people and the people in this city, as well as the potential next job they will try to do. Nara and Dan, you can clearly tell that the High Guard is still planning to do something. It was not just usurping the king. That was going to happen, but they failed in that part. But they are not. It seems to you that Rachel is not going to give you ideas on what that plan is, but you know there is one.
Super sus.
Wow. What's happening to this woman tomorrow?
Executed as well. The king will decide at the Colosseum how, by what means or measure.
I would prefer that Richard lives. That's where I'll be putting my bets. So you're welcome, Richard.
Yep. Thank you. Keller does state
What's happening to your bar?
once my execution is complete, it'll likely go to the next highest bidder.
Oh, I'll give you 74 gold for it.
I'm afraid I wouldn't have ownership of it, and currently can't have ownership of it. It's currently held by the kingdom itself, until it is sold off tomorrow.
Well, that's sad.
Yes, but it is why I decided to help out the people. I knew I would face this type of danger. I don't mind giving my life a fighting chance, so long as I can give other people a fighting chance. No offense to you,
Okay.
but I would rather make sure that people have a chance at life rather than it being stripped away.
Do you think you could just run away?
Not at the current state that I am in. I'm not exactly a fighter, I'm a tactician.
Oh, I'm not looking. I'm looking at Richard, whatever her name is.
Oh yeah, I
What if
gave
you
him
just,
both
like-
our names.
What if you ran away right now? What if I helped you escape? They don't know who I am. I'm not famous in this town.
I suppose you're not. But again,
Keller could help too.
as much as I would, and believe me, I would, having someone as you had mentioned, high profile at your side, would basically paint a target on anyone involved with me.
Oh, if you asked your dad to buy these two people as slaves so that you could torture them in a tiny dungeon, would he let you do it?
First of all, I am not going to do that. I've already stated I do not like the whole slave market thing. Second,
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't wink. Oh, yes.
second, unfortunately, he would.
Oh, he would. What if I bought you as a slave and then commanded you to buy these two people? So then you weren't actually buying slaves and you didn't have to do what you didn't like. And then, wink.
Slaves cannot purchase other slaves, as well as the current ruling clans and ruling leader's family, as well as the ruling leader, can't be sold off.
This is being a bad cop with a big B in it. If I had purchased you as a slave using that one ticket your dad gave me, how much would he pay me to get you unslaved?
Knowing Dad, he would probably have made some clause about excluding certain people.
The slave stuff is too complicated for me. Yes, I will just avoid all of it. See, Iris, I am gonna avoid all of it. Not out of choice, but out of mental capacity. I will not own a slave.
Iris looking at this, seeing this current concept of thought that Dan thinks he's growing as a person, Iris just state, Nora, you can totally tell that Iris is trying to get Dan back to the group.
Mhm.
I think that's a very good idea, Dan. I think you should tell the rest of the team.
Oh, nice. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is this not the team?
No.
Oh God.
Mm,
Looks towards Nara. Nara, perhaps you can take Dan and maybe a few other people, to the bar and see how the team's doing.
yeah, I can definitely do that.
Ragnarok's is back.
Oh boy, it's gonna be a long walk.
Iris looks towards Rachel and Richard, and she does state, I think since you're not willing to give us any more information, I think that's all the questions we have. But thank you for helping
don't
out
like
your own
mysteries.
people. Rachel does look towards Iris, and she does state, you're right, but at the exact same time, you are outsiders, so I suggest if you don't like this city, leave it as soon as possible. They make it as tough as possible to live as free people. I wouldn't recommend
suggest
living
y'all
here.
do the same.
They literally lift up their hands, they're chained up. Yeah, a little late for that.
I made you small. Could you get out of the chains?
Keller would state, you could try, but the anti-magic cuffs would prevent that from happening. The entire point
Is
that we
there
have
a
those.
bounty on my head? If they slap me once, could they get money for killing the almighty, need a tiny debt, human man Dan?
According to my sister, you lost that fight, so I don't think so.
Well,
Richard
still
does
standing, so-
slightly chuckle at this. He is facing his doom, but at least he has high spirits. Cutter does state, all right, I'm going to put these guys back and join you two to make sure your Putts Up
Okay.
Backroads team is doing all right. Just that's inappropriate to you two.
Well, as I leave, I'd like to shrink person on Richard.
You cast Shrink Person on Richard, and when it hits his body, the spell, you feel the spell warp and go into the cuffs, and then disperse, and nothing happens.
Oh God! Thank God those cuffs didn't get smaller. Let's leave before something bad happens. Oh jeez.
Right, I'll be right there. She takes them to the jail cells, removes the cuffs, puts them on her person, and then goes. All right, looks towards Iris. Will you be joining them while I accompany them to their group? No, I'm afraid I have something else to do. All right.
You should check that house.
What house?
with the pendants in it. Whatever Richard wanted us to get.
Oh, right. Looks towards Nara. If you can you look inside the inn to see if they have the documents?
Yeah.
Nodding. You can tell this is likely the last time you'll see Iris, unless somehow something else happens.
Well-
Yeah. She was honestly trying to get Dan back with the team. Because she does
Hey,
not believe...
I said I was gonna
uh,
walk him out.
Yeah. She does not believe that Dan is a good influence in the Feywild.
That is true.
But my wife, it's fine. As I leave, if you are headed back to the Feywild anytime soon, which we'll be going together, I would like you to check on my wife. She is queen of the Feywild, and I left her pretty heartbroken as I left. I don't remember leaving, and I don't remember being married to her, but I expected someone of my stature to hold the position of king.
Well, I mean, I do have
Man.
Fey teleportation. Just saying.
Iris winces for a
why
second
haven't
there. Okay, I'll see what I can do.
I command thee free of me. You can leave now.
Okay.
All I hear is mumbling. I'm slowly trying to mute out Dan.
Iris gives you guys both two great big hugs. While Dan isn't a good influence, he means well in a sense of trying to be a better person, but maybe not succeeding. And
Mhm.
honestly, Iris does like Nara. She's not exactly being corrupted by money or greed or power or strength. She is trying to do good, although maybe not with the right team. So she is gonna
Yeah.
miss Naira, Micah, and although she didn't know her for long, Forstra as well. The others, well, they still have a lot of growing to do in her mind, but she is gonna miss them.
Mhm.
Do you have any bombs on you before you leave?
Dan,
I don't.
enough.
Oh,
But
I'd
she
like a
does
bomb.
give you guys hugs, and Keller does stay. All right, I'll lead the way to your group. Put up air quotes.
Ooh,
Let's go see how they're
Color
doing.
looks a lot like Cat. Iris. Never mind.
Keller is roughly around 24. Hard to tell, but she's in her 20s. She is a
Oh.
human with red eyes and pinkish hair. It looks like, kind of like the girl that Dan lost to. So, Nara, you can probably tell whose sister this is.
Oh, okay.
But she is the guard that's going to be coming with you. Just
Okay.
maybe help you
In
guys out.
replace.
Yeah.
In replace of Iris, I guess. It's not the same.
Not in her place. If she decides to hang out with you or stick around, that's fine. But she is the guard that Nara, you were sent here to get.
Okay.
Well, you were sent out to get guards, but due to the fact that you guys are, well, unfortunately, you decided to play along with Iris and Dan's cover story. You're technically considered not civilians, but third-party contractors, so they obviously wouldn't send so many guards with you guys because obviously you wouldn't need it. So they sent Keller someone of high repute, but not the numbers you probably want. And I put you on the wrong map.
Don't worry.
Where are we?
Cat, you have no chance here. I know that Naira is getting the guards and not getting distracted with anything along the way. And they'll be back very soon.
Wow, that is way too much confidence in man. That's a whole lot of pressure.
Look, I know that Nara is like the near best out of all of you, looking at you, Vorstra. But, you know, that's a lot of pressure to put on someone. I think it was raised end of the turn when we skipped over to Dan. So, Vorstra.
Me.
Good luck.
Okay, so what's going on with Kat and Dan right now? It's been a while.
Kat and
Just
Dan,
walking.
nothing. Ray and Kat,
mean
Ray was
Ray,
able
yeah,
to be
sorry.
freed, so they ran around Cat not being attacked. Ray still attacking, but not doing a great job. Trying to command Cat, but obviously didn't work, unfortunately. Well, not obviously, I just rolled well. So Ray still throwing punches while trying to get Nara back here with help for the team.
Vorsha, if you have any cold magic, my armor's very hot.
Oh, sure. Is there any way that I could cast, like Frostbite or Ray of Frost and get damage on Cat, but let the coolness kind of waft over to Ray?
Not really.
You can hit.
Is there any
the
way
damage
you can
from
think
that
of
will
it?
probably be less than the damage from the heat.
Okay. I'm gonna do it anyway. It's just, I'm gonna do a Frostbite, which is just a cantrip. Because I think it'll work.
Yeah, okay. Let me look at the spell, because it might work, or at least I might be able to bull it into a way that it will work. You choose a pregnant object, such as concentration up to 1 minute. Yeah, it could help. Because you're also hitting Cat, it just means that Cat could lose concentration. So it might work. Yes. DC to save 14, Constitution save, so they will roll. Con save is pretty good, but not incredibly powerful. That's 24. So they take no damage. Constitution save. I'm gonna have them take 2 damage, so it gives you guys a chance because I like the idea, and I'm not gonna punish you for it. So, with a frostbite directly towards Cat, it curves in and well, first of all, it does cool. Show spell. You cause number of frost to form on one creature that you can see within range. Oh, cool. So it's one creature. So it doesn't hit Ray other than the coolness. So the coolness covers over Ray, and the frostbite seeps into Cat for 2 points of damage. Cat must roll a Constitution save. They just need to beat half your number damage, or 10, whichever is higher. 10 is higher.
What do they have concentration on?
Their heat metal spell.
Oh, okay.
Even though you technically didn't do any damage, I like your idea, so I'm going to let you do half damage, which does mean he does need to roll. All right, let's see. Let's see. Saving throws. Concentration save. Why can't I find you? Huh, that's weird. Whatever. Rolling now. I'm just gonna give him his spell modifier bonus. 14, so unfortunately that is above 10. So he still has concentration. So with a frostbite taking 2 damage into him, he loses concentration for a second, but reestablishes it into Ray. So I'm afraid, Ray, you'll still be hit on their turn, if they decide to hit you. Vorstra, anything else?
No. I'm just gonna be like, this is silly, and yeah, that's it.
All right. On Cat's turn, they use their bonus action to heat metal, and then begins to burn into you, Ray.
Oh boy.
Oh, stop, Cat. Good. I mean, just take it. Just be good with it. Like half evil, right?
For 13 points of damage. And Cat simply looks towards you and goes, What do you mean half evil? That doesn't even make sense.
It's half evil. You steal it. You steal it, but it does good.
What?
It's like half evil. half of the action was evil.
What?
It's like a coin. You steal a mine, and it's stolen goods and property, but at the other end of things, the mine helps others.
What?
So, half evil.
That just sounds like trying to justify your own actions.
Yes.
That's just
But
evil.
in a way that you can stay evil. Because you're a thief.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Oh my god, Cat.
Yeah, okay, whatever. I don't care anymore. No offense, Ray. I didn't like you, but, you know, you were the closest thing I had to an evil comrade.
Yes, we're friends.
No!
Obviously. Yes.
Looks towards Vorsha. Why do you guys keep thinking that? Whatever. They extend their claws, but then they retract back. No, I forgot. Almost forgot me there. I forgot about your armor. I'm gonna use a
Yeah.
weapon this time.
Half evil. Plan, no need for attacking me.
No, at least not that way. They reach into the pocket, and then immediately you do see what appears to be a shadow just basically warping in their hand. It almost looks like a wobbly inflatable tube man for a second there, but multiple of them, as if they're wriggling in their hand. But they
As I-
honestly just appear like shadows.
As I see these shadow tentacles, I just say,
Fuck you, Becky.
as she reclines next
Fuck
to me.
you, Ray.
Yeah,
Wait.
yeah.
I will help if you give me 500 gold.
I said I'd give you 1,000 gold.
I will help. I will help a little bit if you give me 500 gold.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Uh,
They slap both of their hands together. Vorsha, you were saying?
No, I wasn't. I didn't
Oh.
say anything.
I could have sworn I heard someone say an "oh." Cat slaps both of their hands together, and then the tendrils begin to warp and move as they move their hands away into what appears to be a shadowy-looking blade. Grabbing onto it, they then twirl it around and go, "Yeah, you don't really want to get hit by this. I mean, no offense."
That's cute. How much can a shadow do a damage?
Look, Ray, I don't like you and everything, but there are a few things that can just pierce through armor. One of them's darkness. One of them's light. I don't have that one.
You could have that if you did half evil plan, right? Don't stab me with that. Yeah, right? Just don't. Please?
That's not how I work. So, Ray, what is your dex bonus?
It's great. It's 10 out of 10. It's
So
a
it's a 10?
-1.
Oh, so it's at least a 9.
Nice, nice.
All right. Cat's Shadow Blade. If you manage to defeat Cat, you can totally steal it if you want to. Is able to break through any AC. So any armor you have, any shields you have, any magic you have can go. They can go through it. And
Typical.
he just has to beat your natural armor. This works great if they don't go against a barbarian or a Goliath, because they have natural armor. But everyone else, not so much. Base AC to beat in Ray's case would be 10 to start, -1 due to your dexterity.
Come at me. You won't get me at all.
So they just need to beat a 9.
I'm so screwed.
No, you're fine. I'll roll for you.
That's 22.
Wow.
I may go down, but
Ooh.
Dara's right around the corner with.
Ooh, bro.
So they flip
He's
the
already
blade,
dead.
and then slash immediately through Ray, bring them down for the count. And with the free
Oh,
action, they just look down and go, towards Vorstra, Becky, and Micah. Ah. So, you want to see something cool, or at least you want to see Ray's hidden secret?
Ooh, I'm interested.
Ray is unconscious
Ooh.
and cannot defend.
Ray is dizzy. He can't.
I'm ready.
I can't.
Let's
I
take
can't.
off that armor.
Yeah.
Is this?
I just
Sexual
needed consent
assault?
from one of you. Now I'm just gonna kick their head away. Not their head plate. And then Cat just, with a free action, kicks your helmet off.
Turns
My
out it's a
God.
woman the whole time.
Haha!
Ah!
Turns out it was a woman the whole time!
I knew it! Yuri on
Oh,
ice!
no
Yuri on ice!
way! No, I
You're
had no
doing the one that
idea.
works so well.
Yuri on ice! Yuri on ice!
Micah.
Wait. Ray, you're so feminine.
Oh, Micah might not
Ray
be
is
back yet.
unconscious.
Micah looks
here.
on. Oh,
I'm here.
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
here.
Okay. Ray went down. They technically
Yes.
aren't dead, but they are down and no longer fighting.
Okay. Well, being the chauvinist that I am, now seeing that it's a woman, I'm going to come to her side and I'm going to lay on hands.
Okay.
Noise.
Cat does look towards you, Micah, and they do state. Can you wait until, like, my next chance to attack? Because if
Why?
you do, I can bind them to you, like a subservient servant. They won't be a slave, but they'll have to listen to what you do. You don't have to, though. I just
Oh,
gotta be
see?
funny.
It's interesting. It's very interesting because Ray doesn't listen to what I have to say
Yeah.
and doesn't believe that I am smarter than everybody here.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but I would do what you want to do, because Vorstra might not allow it. So it's up to you.
So you're not going to kill him before my next turn?
No, like I said, only to kill you if I had to. Like, why isn't anyone listening?
I mean, you kind of, decided to turn on us out of the blue.
Was it? I just told you I was gonna.
Out of the blue.
I even told you how I was gonna do it.
Out of the blue.
And then Ray shot me with magic.
Oh, I get it, because you're blue.
Cat looks towards Vorstra. Oh, okay.
It's a joke.
Oh. No, I don't think that's what I meant.
It's
Oh.
not, but it's funny if Becky and Cat thought that.
It is funny. I like it.
Cat will wait until your next turn.
I mean, honestly, I was just gonna have Ray or you guys, if you decided to fight back, knock you guys out, use some of the instances that I connected with you guys beforehand, to basically control you guys in the shadows, so you give me the mine and the money. And then afterwards, I was gonna let you go. It's the nice thing to do. Well, the lawful thing to do. I mean, if I have it already, I don't really need it anymore. Okay. Micah, you have held lay on hands action.
Sorry.
So if you feel like Cat might be betraying you, or Vorstra might betray you, or Becky, hard to say who at this point will betray who, you can act upon your own actions.
Okay.
Okay. Becky.
Is Ray dead?
Ray's unconscious.
Oh my god. That was almost hilarious. If Ray had been dead. Ray, you can't hear me, but maybe in dream sleep you will. No wonder you're useless. You look so soft.
Ray
Nothing.
just like mumbles from
Dizzy.
unconsciousness.
I always pictured you as a burly man with a beard But you just have such soft, feminine features. Maybe take off the armor and lift things and punch things and I don't know. You seem soft. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Becky, anything else other than insults?
I try to steal something from Ray.
Okay.
Typical. What is it?
20
Her
gold.
panties? Oh. Weird.
You wouldn't be able to take those. I'm afraid armor.
True.
So you just go into Ray's pockets and take 20 gold.
I go and sit down and put my feet back up on the table.
Okay. Ray, go ahead and roll a death saving throw.
Yep. Ain't gonna happen.
You
Oh,
succeed.
You did it.
nice.
Only 2 more to go.
Wow.
Yay.
Vorstra.
I'm gonna hold an action in case someone starts attacking someone else again.
Okay. Yeah. I honestly didn't think this would happen, so, Cat moves over. Oops, I forgot that token's there because they have the turn order. Cat moves over, bends down towards Ray. Yeah, okay. They're still gonna be themselves. They just, if you give them an order, and it's not, well, you can't obviously cause them to, injure themselves or jump up a cliff or anything like that. But if it goes against your own natural inclinations, Micah, then they can't go against it. So, Micah, if you're a good person, they'll be a good person. And if they're not, then they'll get a very, very psychic bad headache.
That sounds very good.
Mm-hmm. That's how I train my cats and dogs.
I see. Well, I have a feeling that at least this helps with one of the 3 that are leading us down the path to hell.
So we need to do
A
something with the rocks.
vampire. The vampire who has
Murderous
drained,
vampire.
yeah, has drained multiple innocent people in alleyways.
Cat then touches their shadow blade, and a tendril does come off of it. Grabbing onto it, they do then press it onto Ray's forehead. The tendril then binds into the flesh. It's not an attack, Vorstra, but you can attack if you want to. Because Ray is being messed with.
I'm sorry, what is Cat doing?
They're basically causing Ray to not go against the alignment of Micah.
Oh yeah, I don't like that.
Wait, is that the alignment or the requirements of Micah?
So,
He's basically making you Micah's slave?
kind of,
Well,
yeah.
no, but it's but I'm like,
I mean-
am I a slave to just Micah's requests or
No.
Micah's alignment?
Basically, if you're not a good person, basically, other than the viewpoint of Micah, that's when something happens against you.
Yeah, but if Micah goes evil,
Like, if Micah goes super evil, then that,
does that affect my alignment? Which I'm completely fine with.
yeah,
I can be around that, but I just need to know.
yes.
Does it give Micah
okay.
the ability to just boss
Shoot!
Ray around?
No.
But I'd
Okay.
rather
I
be
still don't like it,
controlled than, if Micah goes evil, I go evil. Which, honestly, out of character, I don't mind. That just means I get to go into necromancy.
Basically,
I still
all
don't
this.
like
Yeah, that's why I'm.
tampering with people's will.
Yeah, that's why I'm letting you know,
Yeah.
Vorstra. That's happening.
Okay, I'm gonna attack.
Okay. Since they're basically trying to focus in on this spell, they might lose concentration on it. So 22 does hit, so go ahead and roll damage. Nice.
Nice.
With a good amount of damage just hitting them on the back, it does hurt, and they will make a Constitution saving throw to see if they succeed. They have to roll above half the damage, or 10, whichever is higher, and 10's higher. And you got a 8. So the tendril tries to bind with Ray, but immediately being blasted on the back, the tendril just disperses and turns back into shadow and goes back into the blade. Yeah, I saw that one coming. They go back up to their full height of 3, 5. It would be monstrous if they weren't so short. Then looks towards Vorstra. Okay, Ray's down. You're still attacking. I'll tell you what. You guys just sign. He then takes out a small piece of paper. This piece of paper basically stating you guys give me ownership of everything you own. And we'll be square. I won't attack you anymore. I won't kill anyone. I won't try to make Ray a better person.
What?
Ray, you're unconscious.
I patently disagree with altering someone's will makes them a better person. I just disagree.
No, it's more like conditioning, which is still pretty bad depending on what you want to do.
Yeah, no, that's really ugly.
Evil.
Yes, that too.
No, I'm evil.
Yes, and what you're doing is ugly.
Oh,
Oh,
Got him.
called out.
got him.
Ooh.
I mean, yeah. So what's it gonna be?
What do you guys think?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I wasn't gonna kill you guys. I was just gonna, at worst, bring you guys unconscious, control your bodies for like a 10-minute spurt, so I can get you guys to sign some documents. But then Ray attacked.
Well, Ray is an idiot.
I mean, I'm not letting you control my body, so...
Yeah, that's why we're negotiating now. Honestly, I was gonna negotiate with you beforehand. That's why I told you guys I wanted it.
You hear Ray mumbling in her sleep. Hold, person. Stop. Hold. Why does no one ever hold?
It's probably because you're such a frail little frail thing.
Look, real
Ray
female.
doesn't hear you because
Yeah.
Ray's still unconscious.
Ray,
Typical.
still unconscious. Cat does give you this option. And at this point, you can tell that Cat still has a few tricks up their sleeve. But it's entirely up to you to decide. That being said, you do know that help is on the way. You just don't know how long it's going to take. Micah.
Well-
You do know that healing Ray might be the best alternative because Vorstra isn't going to allow to, air quotes, Ray be a better person, unair quotes. So healing them might be better, if nothing else.
That's what I plan on doing.
Mhm.
So,
How much health back? Or just bringing them back to 1 so they are careful of what they do, or like healing them as much as you can to make
I'm
sure.
gonna heal as much as I can.
Okay.
Which I think is what, up to 5?
What level are you at?
3, right?
So 3 times 5 is 15. So you can heal Ray up to 15.
Okay, I'll do
Alright.
that.
Ray, you are on the ground, considered prone right now, but on your turn you can obviously stand back up.
Considered pwned right now. I can't.
Ray will, once getting conscious back, will try to scurry to try to get the helmet, but realize it's nowhere near.
Yeah. Looking around, you can tell that it's underneath the table that Micah flipped over. So you can eventually grab it. But Micah, you can tell, healed you and saved your life. Becky.
I would like to ask Kat for the documents that need to be signed.
Okay. They
Becky, are you really just going to sign these?
Mm-hmm.
They hand it over
I've
towards
been-
you, and they do state, yeah, it's not everything you own, it's just basically everything you owned in that Coliseum fight. So you still keep the money you have, your armaments, your free will, it's just everything you won as due to the free giving or will of the king. It's not like you are underneath my control.
But Dan still gets his slave, right?
Oh yeah, I can't take that away.
Okay. Well,
That's technically considered evil, not commerce.
and I keep my money?
Yeah, just the stuff you won on the bets and what you had before.
Oh, the stuff I won on the bets? I didn't win my bet.
Oh,
Wait,
wow,
you're
that's
taking
abs-
what we want on the bets, or we keep what we want on the bets?
You keep. I just get the mine and whatever's there.
What about the 50% that our sponsor owns?
Oh yeah, they don't get anything since you just handed it over before you talk with them.
But doesn't Naira technically have the deeds?
Oh yeah, I need a stamp from her, but other than that, you guys, aren't involved after that.
Well, then I'm gonna sign it, but I'm gonna carefully read it with my good eyes to make sure that it's just the mine.
Looking over, you can determine with your good eyes that it is just the mines. It is based on how it's written. It is just the secondary gift or boon the king has placed upon your team, and those associated with your team, such as underneath it does say Ray, Becky, Vorstra, and the like.
All right, well, I sign it. And Kat, I didn't really want this mine anyways. It seemed like too much work and too slow of a payout. So, I sign it.
Okay. Ray.
Oh, Ray refuses.
Yeah, I thought you would. Vorstra, are you sure I can't make Ray a better person?
I will sign it if you agree to one thing. I already made my demands clear.
Yeah, you want an enslavement camp. I'm not about that.
No.
That's pretty
I
evil.
said to free all the slaves that are employed at the mine and allow them employment to continue at the mine.
I wouldn't
Work
trust
at
someone
the
who's
mines like
disguised
slaves.
themselves.
So, other words, no slaves at the mine. All the slaves get freedom and allow for a safe haven.
Ken just
I'll
looks at
sign
you
the
and
document.
does state, "That's not what you asked beforehand, but sure, we can change your
That is
story."
literally what I asked for.
Wasn't.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Literally yes.
No.
Yes.
But, you could have just asked what I wanted with it. I just want the mineral ore. I don't care about the people. They can be free or freely working. I don't care.
What are you talking about mid-fight?
Yeah, you wanted the slaves to maybe be free and still be indentured to me. That's rude, Ray.
No, I said to free the slaves, but allow them to continue their employment. They have, an income?
You mean jobs, Ray. You want them to have the option of having the same job they had, but with actual benefits.
Yes, and if their job is, forced labor, then, maybe a little lenience on the forced part of it.
There you go. You're explaining things instead of just acting rashly.
Oh my god, if you allowed me, we had just fought earlier this afternoon.
Ray, you literally tried to hold person on me.
Yes. And I was going to hold you and then run. But that didn't work.
So you're running away from your problems, just like I am. I
No.
believe you're running away from them now.
Oh my god, fine. Do you agree to this and can we make a contract to that? And then we sign that and then I'll sign to your contract?
I already told you what I was gonna do. Just sign this or not. It's entirely up to you. What Kat mentioned was he only wants the ore mineral deposits. He's going to free the people. If they want to work there, that's fine. He really doesn't care. Or they can leave. That's fine. He really doesn't care.
Ray will sit at the table and start writing on a piece of paper. Okay, everyone else sign whatever. Let me write this out.
That's not gonna work, but whatever. As your action, you're writing a contract. Vorstra.
I guess I'll sign if everyone else is signing.
Yeah, do it. Everyone's doing it. It's pretty fun.
And you can be popular.
Yeah, totally.
Coming over to this demon cat beast. You sign, and eventually the process is complete. Afterwards, it's Cat's turn. He's obviously waiting to have Ray completed. So they're going to hold their turn. Micah, anything else you're going to do?
I'm going to head back over to the table now that my funds are secure and get my money back that I hid.
All right, sounds
And-
good.
That's all I have to do since I have nothing to do with the mine.
All right. Essentially, combat is over with just Ray almost dying.
Yep. And on the sheet, Ray will just
And
outline how
embarrassed.
to treat
and embarrassed.
the current slaves and can transfer them over to freedom and whatnot.
Cat looks towards you, Ray, and then simply states, "Yeah, I'm gonna free them. They're no longer slaves. This piece of paper is just making things worse. If you
How is
want,
it-
I can
how is it
write
making
something
it
better
worse?
for you. You're basically having them continue to be slaves until they're freed.
No,
We
I
can free them now, and then
Yes,
give
free
them the
them now.
prospects."
yes. It's literally the first thing I wrote is free all current slaves.
Do you want me to write a contract for you?
Yes, write a contract. But also, I want to include that future hires for the company will be current slaves, and then we grant them freedom. So-
just terrible.
How is that terrible?
Cat
we
just-
literally
Cat
free
puts-
the currently slaves.
Cat puts their hood back on, shakes their head like so
How?
much.
We don't want to hire people that are
Slave by
already
another
free.
name is a slave.
What about those people that are free that want to just come work? That maybe could have
Dude,
been
they
slaves.
can work somewhere else.
They could have
This
been
is supposed to be a
slaves.
safe haven for the slaves.
Okay, so you're
It
saying
seems like it's the
this-
only place slaves can work to only work there after being slaves. Kind of like slaves.
What? No, I said they have their freedom. They can choose to work there or not, but you have to purchase a slave to be able to give them freedom. That's how this has always worked.
Cat shakes
You
their
can't
head.
just free
And
the random people
Can't
that
you
are
s-
other people's slaves.
Cat
Ray.
basically uses their scoff to cover your mouth, Ray, and goes, "Yeah, you're digging a ditch. Go ahead and sit over there."
How? How?
Guys, I'm gonna go to bed. Guys, I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna write documents. If you want to rest, go ahead and rest.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm tired of everybody fighting. I'm gonna go to bed.
Hey, I've got a question.
What?
How tall are you?
Fuck
Ouch.
you. And walk away.
All right. As Vorstra and Ray walk away, getting some rest, Dan, Nara, and Keller do come into the establishment. Keller joining in first, then states, "All right, we arrived to the place you mentioned." Looks towards Micah, Becky, and Kat. Are they your companions that we are here to see?
Sadly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes.
Are you counting Keller as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. This is my group.
I got a reaction to that. One second.
I see. I mean, I hear a fish person.
Hearing a first person, you can determine that it is Dan. You're not sure where they've been this entire time.
Hello.
I thought you died. I'm
Well,
just.
I
I'm
thought
walking
I died
away with-
too.
Guess what?
What?
I entered the town with like no money, but I'm leaving it with 2,020 gold.
Wow, I entered town with 90 gold, and I'm leaving town with 70 gold and 23 silver.
Oh, you're pretty much rich. Did you ever find someone to slave?
Yes, I tried enslaving many people and realized it's much more tough than I expected. Preferably, I would like to slave Keller.
No.
She doesn't
No.
seem
No,
super interested.
super not.
Technically,
Yeah.
I would.
Maybe.
I'd consider slaving. One of the top people. What are they called? What are those people called? Cat. What are the people called? Our
Bishops!
sponsors.
Enslave cat? I want to enslave cat.
Please don't, or else you'll be heavily cursed, but you're more than welcome to.
Oh. Okay.
So
Welcome.
he's a spicy cat. Interesting.
Oh,
Uh,
I was thinking slaving one of the sponsor
I
people.
need to
and
go
then-
through town to find another slave.
then listen to me.
Oh, he was fun.
Let's
He gave me
Let's
money.
get one of the top people, enslave them, take some of their money, and then also bet on them and watch them fight and bet for them to lose, because they've never fought in their life.
While you guys are contemplating, now you can see why Iris may be left. While you're contemplating
I'm evil.
pit fights of evil,
I
Keller
did
does
have fun.
Keller does move over towards Micah. Excuse me, sir. Is everything all right? It does seem as if you're a little winded.
Yes. There was a tense situation here with a fight for really no purpose whatsoever, and I think they've worked it out. Ended up with nothing, which is fine with me because they earned it by almost killing my friend Dan. So I'm a little winded from that and a little lost as to what my purpose in life is for.
Oh, if you'd like, I could try to help you out with that.
Seriously? What
Yes.
type of blood are you?
Oh, O positive. Universal donor.
Oh. Well, I'd be open to listen to you then.
Gotta go.
Stating this, Keller does state, well, as mentioned beforehand, O positive blood, universal donor. I think that's universal donor. If I'm wrong, it's
O
O
negative.
something. O negative, she would say. She then states, so I'm able to connect with people, and much like the gifts I have, I'm able to commune with them as well as the potential moving forwards. If you like, I can draw this power and see what might come next for you.
To commune together? Do I need protection for that?
No, I just need a drop of blood. I will state, though, I am a lycanthrope. So I won't go feral if I take it, but I'm just letting you know this now, as some people are concerned when I change.
I see. I might have to share something with you. I don't have human blood.
Oh, it should work with any lycanthropy or any other humanoid.
I'm not human.
Oh,
Yes. Oh, never mind.
then I suppose I can't really help, but if you ever want to talk with someone, I'm more than willing to give an ear.
I would. Could I try your blood?
If you'd like, but I would caution against it, as it might turn you into a werewolf.
I've always wanted to be a werewolf. Now,
She lightly chuckles at that.
that could be really exciting.
I suppose
Well,
so.
Yes.
Uh,
Have you ever heard of a vampire becoming a werewolf?
In old books I've read, but only if they're a pureblood vampire and they drain from a pureblood werewolf.
Are you a purebred werewolf?
Pureblood. Purebred and pureblood are different. But yes, I am.
Let's talk a while. So, I came here with my friends that were hoping to help the underprivileged, and instead, they've become obsessed with riches.
I heard that.
I'm afraid that does happen in this town. If you gain some sort of power, it's usually abused almost immediately.
Our hope was to free the slaves. Such a noble hope.
I don't mean to be rude, but one of your cohorts did mention trying to acquire and get as many as possible.
I'm so sad.
They did state, however, that they were trying to turn a new leaf because they were not seeing how well it would work out for them. So I think they did grow as a person.
Well, that's the sunny side of an egg, isn't it? Okay. Well, it seems like it would be a difficult thing to do here in this town, though, because everybody has slaves and everybody seeks power. Maybe we'll need to go to another city, somewhere where it'll be easier to start small.
It might be, yes. Or perhaps looking into, if you really want to change things, I would suggest trying to use the system that's already in play. The king often enough has safeguards to make sure that there's a worthy ruler in the event of them going down, and they're pre-established rules, so they can't change them if another ruler happens to come by. One of them is the usurping of a king, and that is being able to challenge the king themselves. There are a few ways to do this, but one of them is to garner the emblems of the 4 cardinal rulers, or the bishops in town. If you're able to acquire this and challenge the king to a match, you're more than able to change the rules of the kingdom itself.
Well, the sad thing is that I alone couldn't do this,
The
and
king-
my group seems to be so unfocused that I can't. I've seen those fights. I think that the king cheats.
the king themselves are quite boisterous. If you challenge them and decide to make it a king versus multiple people match and play to their big head, they would more than likely be willing to fight an entire squadron of people rather than in a single hand-on-hand combat. So using their ego might prove beneficial to you. But if you do believe your team isn't capable of taking them down, or not acting as a team, I would recommend maybe finding others or leaving this kingdom itself, as currently it is those within power and those strong enough do rule.
You seem to know a lot about this king. Is he strong? If I fought him one-on-one, could I do it?
I don't know your strength, but I do know that they are capable. Not as strong as other people I've seen, but strong enough to deal with most people one-on-one. Maybe 2 people or 3 or a couple more bringing him down is possible. 2 will be tough, 3 will be a good match, 4 or 5, maybe 6 will be doable, so long as you act as a team.
If I were to become a vampire werewolf, would that make me stronger?
I've never seen it myself, I've only read it in text, but it's possible, I suppose.
Underworld.
That's what I was thinking too.
No, it's like
Word for word.
it is like my best dream ever.
But it's up to you. If you don't mind, though, I will be speaking with the rest of your team. But I'll leave you with these thoughts.
Okay.
She gets up, lightly bows, and then heads over to the rest of the team. While the rest of the team was together, Kat does come over. Keller was trying to speak with Kat, but Kat just decided to move while she was going to speak with him, and then just moved over. Kat then looks towards Nara, Dan, and Becky. All right, I got the documents done. Where'd Ray go?
Ray has gone to sleep. They are a little frustrated with the events. But could you give me $100?
I mean, I have 100 gold, but sure. They hand you 100 gold. Any reason why?
How easy I made things. How I didn't attack.
Okay.
Thank you.
You now have 100 gold. Kat then states, all right, I made plenty of copies for everyone. Here's one for you. Here's one for you. Here's one for you. Here's one for you. I
Thank
don't
you.
know you.
Oh,
I'm Keller. I'm part of the town guard. Oh.
She's my friend.
Oh. I don't like
Was
you.
Cat? Wait, I mean, Iris.
Oh.
Who?
Iris
Iris.
left. Looks like
Yeah.
Who?
here's one for you.
She's right there.
Who's Iris?
What?
This is Iris.
What?
No, Iris
Right here,
left
this is
like a
Iris.
while ago. In fact, she's probably out of town by now.
What? Why? Oh wait, that's right. Something about being evil.
Yeah.
Well, I can't say I'm not. I can't say I'm not good.
Yeah. Closer to a gray, but a very dark gray. Anyways, the documents
rich
do
gray.
state richer. Anyways, the documents do state that anyone within under our employment, after being enslaved or whatnot, will be turned into a free person. Anyone willing to work in the mines are free to do so of their own volition, and no governing force, i.e., us, are able to change their minds, whether by magic or by forceful means. Looking at you, Becky. No punching someone to tell them to go to work.
Okay. Also, give them a livable wage, not like a, you can maybe buy some bread wage.
Yeah, I said work. I didn't say enslavement or indentured servitude.
I mean,
I'm lawful evil, not evil.
that's right.
Can
Well,
I have one?
I already gave you a copy, but you can have a second one. I mean, Ray's not here, and
Okay,
oh
thank
yeah, Vorstra's not here either.
Oh, yes. I was asking for a human. I thought maybe I could study them on how to be human.
Okay, whatever. I don't care. By the way, if you do, I don't know, make me a slave or something. Again, curse, but one of those benefits could turn you into a human. Anyways, another few documents here do pertain to the equivalent amount of what they earn and etc., etc. But I'm not going to bore you with that. The main thing, though, is upon the extraction of the ore, I get to, observe it, check it out, and maybe imbue it with dark resident energy that allows it to go into the kingdom itself.
Oh.
Nothing special. And before anyone asks, no, it's not to enslave people.
Ew.
Allow me to see the contract. I assume you're done with it.
Oh, I gave your copy to Dan.
I will grab it out of Dan's hand.
And this frail thing is Ray. Without a face. I mean a head.
Yeah, I already knew that. Color this looks, evening.
Cats, get over here.
Or you can come to them, but whatever.
wait, whoa.
Killer. She's a
Who
killer.
is who's
Ray
the
is-
lolly-looking person?
Oh,
Killer.
Naira,
Killer.
welcome. There's a lot that's happened since you went and, I assume, got the guard as fast as you could. Ray does not have a happy face on. I need to make.
Wait.
some amendments to this
Does Ray
contract.
still have the deep voice or no?
More or less, no.
No, it does,
Okay.
though.
That'd be funny, though.
Okay. It would be pretty funny.
Yeah, if you had to guess, it was the echo of the helmet.
Why they wore the helmet?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
the echo
Okay,
of it,
okay.
but it just resonated because
Cat-
the armor is way too large for her frame.
Oh yeah, I bet.
That's why I have a -1 dexterity.
Okay.
Cat looks over towards Nara. Yeah, it's her whole thing. She wanted to keep it a secret, so I didn't tell anyone until they went unconscious.
Anyway,
Oh.
let's get to the contract, please.
Yeah, what about it?
Addendums. I want the hiring and future hires to be focused on freeing slaves and not hiring people who can already find employment elsewhere.
Cat just looks at you dumbfounded. Ray, I'm already going to tell you that's not going to work out. Here's
Why
a
is
few
that?
reasons why. One, you're honestly just creating a funnel of slavitude and fortitude of slaves. So you're just creating a market for more of them? So having more
We are
connections rather
purchasing
than
not
just
new
slaves.
slaves. We are purchasing current slaves and freeing them while we focus on finding a more permanent solution.
Ray, you're creating a market for more slaves.
No, I am creating a temporary solution.
That is not what you're doing, Ray. Do you want me to explain how, or are you going to keep arguing with me?
I would kind of agree with Ray. I must stand up to Ray and say, I get the idea. We're trying to use the loophole, right? Because you're lawfully evil. But lawful, meaning you're like kind of good, right? So you just need to make sure any slave hired is also freed at the same time, because we do not allow slaves to be hired or work
Yes,
in our
I
mine.
understand
Or your
that.
mine.
However, the way you want it is not going to work out. If we're only hiring slaves, that creates a market for more slaves because we only hiring people that are slaves. Now we
Yeah.
can
And if
actively
we do
select
nothing, then
people
they're
that are.
slaves anyways. Am I not wrong?
With hiring both slaves and non-slaves, but any slave hired has to be freed, so that all people working are non.
But if we abolish slaves,
Yes, that is the
through other
long-term goal.
means.
This is a temporary solution where we can funnel the revenue to free the slaves we can.
Cat just shakes their
Technically,
head.
Cat's doing
You
all
want
of
me to
this.
explain things, or do you just want to do what you want to do?
Your offering is to stand by and do literally nothing, Cat. What? We free the slaves that are currently employed. Great. Then what? We get revenue and then not free anymore?
You really don't understand how the market works, do you?
I
Ray?
understand completely how the market works, and I'm saying that you are saying that, oh no, let's just take it at face value and fuck everyone else.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Okay, you done throwing a tantrum, Miss Ray? I'm gonna call you Miss now.
ooh.
Then I'm not signing.
Oh, shit.
Okay, I'm gonna explain it to the rest of you because I don't think Ray understands how teamwork works. So, the reason why we don't just make it only slaves can be employed is because you create a market for more slaves. If they know that you only hire more slaves, then they will only show you more slaves. We can actively choose who we hire. We don't have to just hire slaves, but if we just hire slaves, our own contract that I have already written does
I
free
said
them no matter what.
prioritize slaves.
So, what you're
Actively,
saying is we should hire slaves and just regular old people that are not slaves.
we can blend in the two. No matter what, the slaves will be free, but we won't be making the market bigger for more slaves. In this way, we can actively free them, and in doing so, make sure that the market doesn't grow anymore. Because if we're actively just selecting and choosing slaves, well, then they'll look out and acquire more of them. If we just make it appear that we hire anyone, including slaves, and just actively just hire slaves and due to our own contract, free them immediately, well, they get to do and decide whatever they want. After that
Professor
point, they're free.
I understand. You're
But-
saying
That's the
that
point. I don't want the mine to have revenue.
Cat just
It's not
looks at you.
It's not a
Why?
business.
Yes! And just hiring them and they decide if they want to be hired afterwards, Ray. I'm trying to explain things. Vorstra, you just hear Cat just yelling at Ray for non-teamwork.
welcome to my life, everybody.
I pseudo understand.
Well.
You're saying
I
there's a set
like the
number of
idea.
slave jobs currently in this market, and the mind controls a lot of those jobs. So if we don't hire any more slaves, they won't go attack and make more people slaves because there's no demand for more slaves.
If we make our business actively just hire slaves, then the demand for more slaves will increase. So they'll go out to get more.
Okay.
But if we make it look
I-
like we hire
yeah.
anyone,
My
then it'll
question
stay
is,
the same, but we'll be freeing them in the process. So we
You
won't
make
make
the
things
like
worse.
hiring.
I don't think a 10,000
How do
gold mine with a kingdom that can easily give us 1,000,000 golds for winning a coliseum would influence the
I
market that
like
much.
hiring only slaves because then
why
we could
like,
free more slaves and
for
it
money.
looks good.
Well, I feel like if we do that, it's just going to give us a reputation.
Mm-hmm.
I like reputation.
And Cat just looks towards Ray. Yeah, the land's worth 10,000. The mineral deposits and everything else is worth more.
I was gonna say, please be aware that it's under my name.
And it's under Nara's name, so honestly, Ray, I'm just helping out because
2,000
I'm
silver.
lawful evil. Overall, though, it is under Nara's control.
That
I
is
say we
true, but why do you
fine,
want
and
all of
then-
us to sign over then if you could just discuss it with me and I can go forward with it?
Because that was
I want
being a
to get
team
more.
player.
And I am being a team player, that I'm listening to you guys.
Yes.
Alright.
I'm just.
But I'm not signing it over.
You
The
don't
only winner
have
of the
to.
Coliseum. I demand us to sell the mines so that we can go find more slaves to stand free and make money off of them.
At this point, Keller just interrupts. If you don't mind, I think I understand what this person looks and points towards Cat is trying to explain. At least someone does. What they seem to indicate is that you are funneling indentured servitudes into your minds while also freeing them. At the exact same time, your mind will act as a cover in order for them to be freed, allowing them to work if they decide to do so. Ultimately, it seems like a sound plan, but it doesn't seem like a good one for one small thing, and that's you'll be helping some people out, but you won't be helping everyone out. I mean, yeah, that's true, but they only asked for, money, wealth, and strength of the land. They didn't really ask to help anyone else out. But, I'm trying to help them as much as I can because I am technically part of their team until I decide to leave.
Kat, I would recommend if you need another signature from Ray, you're gonna need to, I don't know, promise them that you'll free every slave hired.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. It just Ray doesn't seem to want to listen or doesn't understand the
Hey.
concept.
Soft-featured Ray with big eyes.
What is it?
Could you sign this contract so we can go find more slaves to then turn to Coliseums, to then bet money on, to then make money so we can become millionaires and then buy other things and then maybe buy this whole place, rent them all as slaves and make billions? Oh wait, unless everyone else wants to do something else? Wait, Keller, are you into this? Are you a money person? You look like a money person. I think this town is wearing off on me. I think something about this town is making me a little bit more greedy than normal.
It's the town
Ray will
itself.
sign the paper. Ray will sign the paper. Whatever. Let's go free the old gods.
Ray, nice.
Okay, thank
Ray's
you.
done with the slaves.
A bit more then, right?
Weren't you the one that was trying to save them?
Yes. And yet I'm done with them.
I feel like I did some good today. High five to Dan.
He headbutt you. You headbutt him. Both of you not understanding
five.
depth perception.
We headbutt each other.
Man, you high five my eyeball.
Cat just looks towards Nara. Okay, I have all 3 signatures, and I included the addendums that I was going to include anyways, but Ray wanted to feel special. So here they are. You can look them over, but overall, it's honestly the exact same thing under my contract as well.
Okay.
Basically, you still have ownership of said contract, as well as mines, for 5 generations, starting with you, and then your children, your children's children, your children's children's children, and your children's children's children. Overall, unless you decide to exchange hands for someone else. Not marriage, but giving it to someone else so long as it's not viable or clause due to magic means.
Giving hands.
So you have to willingly do it. No one can command you to do it.
Okay.
That being said, any slaves funneled into the employment process will be then given freedom. No matter what Ray wants to do with them. I mean, honestly, I don't know what they want to do now because they're done with them. But I can tell you that everyone else seems to be confused too, so I'll make it as clear as possible. When we hire someone, they're free. They can decide if they want to work for us or not. Anyone currently under our employment will be free as well.
I did that too.
Yes. Under our employment of the mines. I don't know what Dan and Becky are planning to, but they can technically still hire slaves so long as they don't hire them for the mine. I don't like that idea. so long as I don't get any benefit out of it. Again, lawful evil. But the mining process will operate as possible, and basically we're funneling slaves, anyone we want to, into the mines and freeing them. The reason why we don't make it just exclusively slaves is we'll enhance the market.
Mm-hmm.
That is it.
We
We can
free.
do just slaves, but honestly, that'll just have them go out, get more, attack the other kingdoms, get more, to see if we want more, or, well, slave industries usually go with, yeah, they're disposable, easily killable, so if we just make it exclusively slaves, they're just gonna make things worse in the slave markets. If you want it to be just slaves, I can do that, but I don't think it's a good idea.
No, I don't think it's a good idea either. Like you said, it
every
would
slave
become
buyer?
like a reputation.
Yes, that too. It does mean that we'll likely be targeted for, well, there was, freedom fighters here in town that got captured. I think Ray waved to them, or was it Dan? I forget. Anyways, freedom fighters trying to make people a better place, blah, blah, blah. If we make it as
Okay.
worse as possible for people, they'll obviously try to attack us too.
Hmm.
How
Yeah.
many people did we free?
Currently, based on the documents you guys have, 372.
I'm a good person.
How many slaves are there in this city?
I don't know. I don't live here.
Just
Keller
curious.
does state roughly around 748.
We're good people.
So, Becky, doesn't that mean that the value of our future slaves is now more?
Yes. Because there's less slaves.
Okay.
Also,
Yes.
freed half the slaves, or half of the equivalent slaves in the city. Meaning,
Oh,
I am
Yes. We freed
a
half
hero.
the humans in the city.
We're heroes.
Cat then states, yeah. Other than that, the only clause I have in here is I get to touch the gold once it's the mineral deposits are removed from the ground. You can ask me what and why for, and I'll just tell you. But I can't really describe it in the contract, or else I'll have to write 10 of them, which is annoying.
I'd like to ask why Cat needs lots of money.
Oh no, I just need to touch the mineral.
Why?
Oh,
Can
you know how I've been able to give you guys more strength?
Yeah.
Kind of the
you
same
touch
thing.
me?
No. How should I explain this? Demons and devils usually grow by strength and power by various means. People really like money. So I imbue a bit of myself, a bit of strength here and there into some coins, into some minerals. Minerals are more helpful because they get distributed a lot quicker and more of them. The gold you'll likely be, in your minds, will likely be mined. And, gold is power. People worship money. So in turn, if they have some imbued strength of mine, I get more power and strength. And in turn, I can potentially grant more power and strength to others.
You mean you like gold over money? Well, do you want to buy my chunk of gold for $100? 100 gold coins?
Okay. He
It's-
just hands you 100 gold, and you give him the giant chunk.
A chunk of gold.
Okay, you see like this, and then when he grabs onto the giant chunk of gold, you can tell that some radiant shadow energy goes into the gold ore, and then basically it becomes just gold ore again. But you can tell something happened to it. Yeah, nothing really happens, no one's cursed or anything like that. It just means that if someone like really likes money and has some of it, I just get like strength due to them worshipping it, craving it, etc., etc. You know, kind of like gods and followers and worshippers, but on a smaller scale.
We're like the same, you and I.
Yeah. Also, you have like a 200 coins with my imbued essence in it.
Oh.
So go ahead and shop.
Okay.
No curses or anything like that. I just get stronger.
I'll make sure to sell it.
Ah.
Or spend
It's
it.
not gonna let. It's not gonna like kill me, is it?
No. I mean, unless
I'm
you
gonna
decide to try to eat it and accidentally choke on it.
Oh shit! That's what I was gonna do earlier. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Okay. Cool. I'll spend it.
He gives the contracts to Nara. Yeah, if you can just sign these. If not, well, that's fine. I guess.
You know what? I will go over the documents and think about it for a little bit before signing.
Okay.
I will put the documents in my bag.
You put the documents in your bag.
Egg.
So, does anyone want to visit the mine and see what happens? Because unless the contracts are signed, they're kind of still just slaves, and I kind of want to see what is going down there and to improve things. I mean, no offense to you guys, but if you are going to sign the contract, then I need to make sure that place is good and safe, and the people there are fine.
Oh my.
Because if they're not fine,
What
they
if they're
can't do
not
their
fine?
jobs. And if they can't do their jobs, I can't gain strength.
So I got what that means. I know what you mean. I'm winking with my hands on my eyes. I get it. I'm ready to go.
I mean, I just want to make sure they're safe. Not for altruistic reasons, but, you know, for myself.
Yes.
Hmm.
And if they can't work,
No!
yes.
But yeah,
I got it.
if not, that's fine. But, you know, anything you guys want to share?
Anything you want? I want to share.
You know, like any information you guys got or whatever.
Oh.
I'm greedy for money because, you know, I used to be greedy for friendship, but I accidentally killed them all. And money is the only thing that buys me happiness, and it's the only thing that never leaves me.
Okay, what about your wife?
What?
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 Or was that all? Oh.
I have a wife. I have a wife.
You have a wife? Everyone states. Dan and Nara, you do know that there are documents in this bar that are still in this bar.
Oh
have a
wait,
wife?
no, this is his house.
This is his inn.
Oh,
Yes.
he lives in his inn.
Technically, yeah.
And I was gonna say we should go find his stuff. I might as well bring that up. Well, Richard left some documents in his house, so if we leave this bar, we might be able to find him.
Richard. Okay.
But he lived here. He said it was his. Never mind. I didn't hear this, so I don't know.
Oh.
You know Richard, so you
Does
know this
anyone know
information.
Richard lives here.
Nara being confused, thinking Becky and Volstro was just a thing, but apparently proven wrong.
Wait, you thought that Becky and Vorsta were
I'm here
married?
for Richard's documents.
Well, I've been
There's
shipping
2
it for a bit.
documents.
Oh, that's so cute.
Asking the bartender, where are those documents? The bartender does look towards you. I'm afraid I don't know what you're implying, sir. This is an inn.
I'm afraid you imply what I'm knowing.
I don't know what that language is, sir.
Oh, I'm trying to buy Richard, and he said he has documents. There's 2
I'm
of them.
afraid he's, unfortunately, being
Yes,
executed
he's
tomorrow.
unfortunately slowly dying. Yes.
Look, sir,
Okay.
I know Richard said he wanted to make sure that everyone that has a place here has a place here, but do you mind leaving? I'll pay for your room anywhere else. Just, do you mind leaving?
Did you pay me to leave?
Basically, yes.
Oh. How much am I worth?
I don't know. Depends on the room you go to.
2 documents? 2 documents worth?
Before he gets to say anything else, Becky rushes forward.
Sure, I'd like to sleep.
Right then, you have a room in the inn already, from what I can remember.
Which way is it?
To the left. You just go to the left, go down, and then you just choose whichever room you'd like.
Which is Richard's room?
Ow.
Upstairs.
Wait.
It's under lock and key.
This left or the other left?
Other left.
Who owns this building?
Richard until tomorrow afternoon.
I would like to go upstairs.
I'm afraid you don't have clearance to go up there.
I'm gonna go up there.
All right. You go up there, and there you do find some memorabilia, some posters to indicate strength, jubilation, and the like.
This is his
Overall,
room.
no, not technically. It's a map that I don't have ready yet, because it's honestly not needed. Going up there, you do find a few things here and there, something that shows you to indicates that this man does believe in the common good, the welfare of the people. He does have like posters of like righteous heroes from the past that have gone on adventures to help people, to save lives, and to make sure that everything is peaceful and safe and calm. So this man likely is fighting for those reasons. Over the course of some time, you do basically destroy that room, looking for maybe documents or anything else you might be able to steal. You find nothing.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I would like to take 2 of the posters.
You take 2 of the posters. One of them is a large brass dragon with a knight on top of them with a sword blade pointed to the sky. Another one is 2 orcs and a cat. The 2 orcs are side to side, and the cat itself is hanging on to their war club. And underneath it reads, hang in there.
Okay. Thank you. I'm going back down.
You go back down,
I'd
and
like to tell them that I've acquired the documents, so I won't need your help anymore, bartender.
all right. Don't. With any luck, you didn't make a mess. Thinking back, you didn't clean up your mess.
I kept it all organized on the floor.
Yeah. Cat just jumps over. Yeah. Excuse me, sir. You're not supposed to be back here. Yeah, I know. I'm also not supposed to do this. Technically, this bartender is not a fighter, so this honestly just works. Cat grabs onto the legs with their scarf and then juts them up into the air 20 feet, and then basically just shakes them until stuff falls out of the pockets. 15 gold fall out of their pockets. A pendant with a heart falls out of their pocket. 6. A strange card with filigree on it that seems to read the bunny house falls out of their pocket. And
Bunny house.
2 documents fall out of their pocket. They rolled a 19. Nice. Cat then goes, yeah, I'm going to take those. No, you can't take those. To make sure that the next try... and then he stops from himself from talking. Yeah, I'm going to take these.
Oh, wow. I see you got some posters as well.
Yeah.
Hang in there. Yeah.
The bartender then states, please, sir, we're trying to make sure that the people can be saved. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do that. But first I'm going to kill the king or usurp him. Hey, anyone else want to try to usurp the king with me?
I do.
I am the true future king.
Looks towards Nara. I mean, Nara, you can usurp him if you want to, too. It's just, if I do usurp him, I don't need those documents anymore.
Sorry, if you do who? What?
Oh, if I kill or take over a kingship from the current king, I kind of don't need those documents anymore. Because then I'll have the other mines.
You know, Kat, you're a very selfish person. Or
Yes.
thing, I guess.
But I'm doing it for the greater good.
That is such a lie.
The greater good of myself. But it does help the
Yep.
greater good.
Yeah,
That
for
is
now.
great.
For now.
Don't worry, though. I'm gonna free the slaves. Willful power is greater than enslavement power.
Now he's stuttering.
No.
Yeah.
You can roll insight, but he's honestly not lying.
But oh well, if you say he's honestly not lying, then
It-
do
it's
I
hard-
need to roll insight?
No, like Cat doesn't want to tell you these things because it also shows you that demons and devils want you to willingly serve them. But
As if.
having this information also gives you a bit of strength against them. They can obviously corrupt you and change you and unwillfully bind you to them, but it makes it a little bit weaker. To have you fully and willfully give yourself to them is better.
Hmm. So should I roll insight or?
You can, but
Too late.
you have no idea. But he is telling the truth. Although for what reason, you really don't know.
Typical.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait until you guys get some rest, though. No offense, Dan, but you're almost dead.
Yeah, I
Keller,
was gonna say.
I'm hanging
Uh,
in there.
do you want to
I
help
got
out?
my
I
posters
said-
very fitting.
Cat does ask Keller. Hey, Keller, you want to help out? To usurp the king? Yeah, I mean, no offense, but you look kind of like his kid, and if he doesn't, willfully do it or decides not to give up after he goes down, I might kill him. Just letting you know. I prefer you not to, but honestly, I need to think of the people versus one individual. Yeah! I like you. So you're about even now? You're about as close to me as Nara, Micah, and Dan are? So, not friends, but people I tolerate. Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Close.
Yeah, so you guys get some rest. Afterwards, I'm going to ask Vorstra, Becky, and Ray, once they get over their mood swings of losing their helmet. I'm pretty sure they have some backstory behind that. I didn't ask, didn't care. So get some rest. I'll be sleeping on top of the piano.
I'm out.
Dan
Assume-
decides to sleep on top of the table. Keller does state, "Isn't this an inn? Aren't there rooms inside to sleep?"
Yes, the room is pretty dirty upstairs, so I would advise a table.
Oh, well, I'll meet you here tomorrow evening. I'm gonna go sleep at the guard barracks if you need me. Otherwise, do get some rest. If you do intend to usurp the king tomorrow, I would like to help. At the very least, making sure that no harm comes to any civilians while you do so. If that's all right with all of you.
Yes, Keller,
Besides the king. Yes.
thank you very much.
Of course.
I hope my group is on the right direction now.
I'm not sure, but at the very least, they are seeming to do what is right. And good intentions are bad, as long as people are helped out. Well, that is why I joined the guards.
Thank you for your help.
Of course. She salutes, waves to the rest of you, and then heads out to the guard barracks, which, honestly, you can find her easily enough. Does everyone take a rest?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
With a good rest in tow, and with the
Have to.
team fully rejuvenated and taken care of, one thing got to go. I just noticed that. Got to go. Well, it's a good thing we're ending here now. Stands true. Whether you give Cat the mine or not, it kind of doesn't matter-ish anymore. It still will help Cat, but it won't help you guys out. Thanks to the information you gave
Dang.
the group, Cat was able to discern maybe where it would be. Obviously, it wouldn't be hidden on on the person that has them or in their room, but given to someone trustworthy, and the only people that you know would be the bartender. Surprised no one else figured that one out.
Yeah.
But you do have a chance to usurp the king and rule this kingdom. Who will be the ruler though? Will it be Dan, Rifle Heir, Nara, not evilist, Morstra, not evilist second,
Certainly did.
or everyone else except for Micah, because Micah is technically a vampire, and in theory that could corrupt them, because absolute power corrupts absolutely. And if Micah is immortal, who knows how evil they'll get. Right now they're fine. We'll figure that out in 200 years if that'll still be the same case. But who will be king, or if you'll survive this next fight, we'll at least be rested, and we'll figure that one out next time as we end the
It'll be
session
me.
for today.